You're watching MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Cubs Stadium here in Brenham, Texas, where the Medina Valley Panthers, who finished fourth in district play, will take on the district champion Brenham Cubs. In their district, I believe that's District 13 for the Brenham Cubs. They finished first with a win over Pflugerville-Weiss last week. That game was for the district championship. They came out victors, and because they finished first in the district, Medina Valley fourth, they get a home game. And I am Jared Lucky along with Maury Stein and Jeff Stivers, and we are here to bring you all the action here for this playoff game between Medina Valley and Brenham. We got a clear night here. No wind blowing. A good night for football here, Maury.
Couldn't ask for better weather. You could maybe say if you don't like cool weather, maybe a little bit on the cool side, but it'll probably be around 55 degrees probably once the kickoff gets started. But the main thing, Jared, is there's shouldn't be no precipitation, no wind to be dealt with, so it should be a clean night. Should be a dry football. I do like the format, though, that the UIL has went to here in these last few years, where if you got finished first and second in the district, that you get to host a playoff game and not have to find a neutral zone. That rewards the teams that finish first and second, and I like that, even though it forced Medina Valley to have to travel. As we know, Medina Valley always travels real good. They had a chartered bus that we just saw arrive. The crowd is filling up on the Medina Valley side, Jared, and just the atmosphere all week in the community, and you felt it even where you work in Hondo, because the Owls are in the playoffs too. It's playoff football, and it couldn't be no better time in South Texas.
No, you're exactly right, Maury, and I just checked the weather. It's 48 degrees right now, and it'll probably drop a little bit more as we get into the ball game, but just cool here. No wind, no rain, no precipitation, clear skies on hand here. Beautiful facility here at Brenham High School. Artificial turf on the field, big stands, big stadium here, track around the field. We're catty corner to the Bluebell Creamery right across the street over there. Pretty cool stadium here at Brenham. And we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit about the keys to the game and set it up a little more for you. You're listening to Panther Football, brought to you by North Park Chevrolet, and we'll continue here in just a moment.
This is MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Truck Month is back at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealership, where you'll get upfront posted pricing with no surprise dealer add-ons. Like on the 2020 Colorado Crew Cab V6, posted at $25,995, plus 3.63% financing for 75 months. Or the all-new 2020 Silverado Texas Edition, posted at only $29,999, or lease for just $330 a month with zero down. Plus, get a no-charge spray-in bed liner and window tint. With deals like these, it's easy to see why more people are buying from North Park Chevrolet than ever before. Find new roads and experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, a proud member of the Kalig Auto Group, and a J.D. Power 2019 Dealer of Excellence for the customer sales experience. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville, or at npchevy.com. Highest rated dealer based on sales volume and customer satisfaction. Call 210-640-3184 for full price details. For J.D. Power 2019 DOE information, visit jdpower.com/DOE.
Headed out to the game? Then make a stop at your local Valley Mart convenience store. With 12 area locations, Valley Mart is always right around the corner. Fuel yourself and your vehicle with quality brand gas and diesel, snacks, and fountain drinks. Always convenient, well lit with clean restrooms. Valley Mart, family owned and operated since 1984, and a proud supporter of Medina Valley athletics and area youth sports for over 30 years.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Broadcasting for Medina Valley, the state of Texas, America, and
space, the final frontier.
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back here to Cubs Stadium here at Brenham. Medina Valley getting set to take on the Brenham Cubs. And Maury, we had Coach Crisp on the show on Wednesday night, Sports for Supper, and we asked him a little bit about Brenham because we really don't know anything about this team. And he said that they do run the football. They have a back similar to James Gibson, maybe a little bit taller than him, but not as wide. Someone who fights for yardage and runs hard. They can throw the football from what he said. They look like a pretty good balanced team, and it should prove to be a good test for the Panthers here this evening.
Well, and just by listening to, the prognosticators and everything, Medina Valley coming into this game is a 31-point underdog according to the Harris Poll ratings.
Yep, that's right.
And, it's kind of I think it's kind of a skewed number because last week Medina Valley played the number 10 team in the state, or top 10 team in the state, Kerrville-Tivy, and Tivy was only favored by 21 points. So you're still going to be in for a tough ball game. I think that Medina Valley finishing fourth definitely didn't get no cream cake here with the number one team in this district, and it's a lot different than last year. Jarrett, the buzz last year was, this Medina Valley and Kerrville-Tivy, Alamo Heights, and Bernie Champion, they're just going to sweep the field with this district. Well, it didn't. It didn't happen that way, and I think Medina Valley's coming in this year with a little different attitude.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right, Maury. I think everyone was a little overconfident, and when we didn't know anything about this district last year, but when you looked at their records, you just saw 5 or 6 teams that beat up on each other the entire year, 8 teams that just beat up on each other. Some that snuck into the playoffs with 3 losses and 4 and didn't really know what they had over here. But the reason for that is because all the ball clubs were pretty evenly matched and pretty good, and so they just beat up on each other and managed to get in the playoffs and proved to be a good test for Medina Valley's district. And I think this year you've got all the teams, Tivy, Champion, Lockhart, Medina Valley, coming into this not looking at it that way anymore, that this is a very tough test, and I think they're up to the task to play against these guys more so than they did last year.
Well, and I think the main thing is Brenham has been here for a long time. You faced Leander Glenn last year, who everybody said, they're a new school. Well, new school doesn't mean that they haven't been playing football the whole time. They've just been part of a different school district, and they separated themselves and started their own. And that's kind of what the Panthers were thinking. Hey, it's a new school, brand new. The kids haven't played, and you know what? They found out pretty quick the opening drive. Leander Glenn came out and punched the Panthers in the mouth, and the Panthers never did recuperate from that first blow.
No, it was a 28-14 loss was the final score in that game. It was a little closer than that throughout the game. Medina Valley trailed the entire time in that game, never was able to get over the hump and get ahead. One and done in the playoffs last year, hoping they can go farther this year. The winner of this game will get the winner of Mercedes and Alice. That's that Valley District and the Corpus Christi District with Cal Allen and Port Lavaca Calhoun in that bunch. And so hopefully, Medina Valley can come away with a win, and this won't be our last football broadcast of the season. But Brenham is a very good football team, and this game's going to come down to probably who doesn't make the mistakes, who plays a cleaner game, and who doesn't turn the football over.
Well, and just listen to what Coach Chris said. This is a team that likes to control the clock also, as Medina Valley does. And as you mentioned, Jerry, it's going to come down to the turnover battles, and the special teams are going to play a big part in this ball game, as they always have.
Yeah, field position is going to be a big key in this, and we know we've seen Medina Valley special teams come up big the last few weeks for them. So hopefully that can carry over into this ball game, and we'll see what the Panthers can do. But when you have 2 teams that like to control the clock, the big key to that is you have to finish off your drives. You have to score when you have the opportunities because they're going to be limited.
They are going to be limited, and you need to limit the opportunities of the opposing team. And I just want to give a shout-out to the athletic secretary, Lisa Newton. She is not here tonight. She is watching the Hondo Bandera playoff game. Her nephew is playing in that ball game. But she said she would be on the radio and tuned in and listening. And, Jared, to everybody out there that's listening, we have people as far as South Carolina, people in Atlanta, Texas, all over the place. I want to thank y'all for tuning in and patronize these sponsors also, because without them, this broadcast isn't possible.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And one of the things I do want to read now is from the Athletic Booster. The Medina Valley Athletic Boosters is in the middle of selling raffle tickets for their major fundraiser of the year. 30 prizes in 30 days. As a result of this fundraiser, they are able to give $10,000 in scholarships, and they gave back over $10,000 to the sports teams this year. You can purchase a raffle ticket at Jukes, Hillside Boutique Hotel, Community National Bank in Castroville and Lacoste, 3D Landscaping, MV Spirit Store, Minute Grain and Feed Store, or send them a message via Facebook. You can follow them on Facebook at Medina Valley Athletic Booster Booster Club.
And they are only selling 1,000 of them, so the raffle will not start until all 1,000 tickets have been sold, and you can also win multiple prizes with your ticket. It doesn't because you're called one time, it doesn't mean you can't win again with the same ticket.
That's exactly right. And I also want to remind everyone, don't miss the UIL Football State Championships on December 18th through 21st at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tickets are available to purchase now through Ticketmaster. For more information, visit uiltexas.org. And so remind everyone that that's coming up there in December, and to attend some of the state championship games. And hopefully there'll be some teams from around the area in that state championship game.
That is a fun week.
Yep.
I never miss any of those games on TV,
Yep.
I can tell you that.
Yeah, they're on Fox Sports Southwest every year. And I know the gentleman who does the Texas games,
Craig
Way, is the broadcaster for that, and he does an excellent job. And, one of the things that I was always interested in watching that is the last few years Dangerfield had a good team again. And he, on the broadcast, even said, I won't forget the Medina Valley 84 championship when they played Dangerfield. Brought that up on there and talked about it a little bit. And I thought that was pretty cool to hear that on television like that.
And almost to this date today, that goes down as one of the biggest upsets in high school football history. And I'm glad to say that I was a part of it and could sit there and watch that ball game.
See, I was born the next year. I wasn't alive then, but they talk about the '83 Dangerfield team that only gave up 12 points the entire season or something like that. That's just amazing. Yeah. I remember Dad saying when Dangerfield came out on the field, everyone just was like, oh, just how big they were. But then the Panthers played with them, so it can happen. And hopefully Medina Valley can move on here tonight, and we'll see them a few rounds down the road from now. But tough task in Brenham here this evening.
Yeah, they're going to have their hands full. And Jared, what I saw just warming up, Brennan, as Coach Chris said, they have a lot of size. They are very, very big. One thing I do like, though, on both sides is the uniforms are plain. There's nothing special about either one of these two groups. Brenham with the white pants with the green top, white numbers. Medina Valley with their travel jerseys. There's nothing flashy about either one.
The white jerseys, black pants, the orange numbers, and the black helmet with the Panther logo on the side and the number on the other. And Brenham with white helmets and the green logo with a white B in the center of it. And they come through the old paper, not the old paper, but they run through paper instead of one of the big blow-ups. It just says Brenham Cubs with a paw print on the front of it.
Well, Jared, if you can remember when we were still youngsters, we just would like to see what the cheerleaders
wrote on the paper
there.
Every week.
I'd like to bring back the old time, because those were that was what you waited for, the opening for them to run through.
Tell your girlfriend that you'll be available next weekend.
Yeah, and there was always something very creative on those, and you never knew what they were going to have as Brenham comes out on the field, and they are green and white. Those are their school colors. It's kind of like an emerald green. Little lighter. If you ever watch the Boston Celtics play, it's kind of like that color of green to kind of describe it for you.
Well, and for people that are more familiar with Panther football and Brenham football, it resembles a lot of the Cuero Gobblers.
Yes, it
green.
does. That's exactly right. And the Panthers come out onto the field here, and we know, talking to some of the players during the week, we had some of the sophomores there, Bullard, Tomaselli, and Tarvin, all at the show, and they were all fired up, ready to go. And first playoff game, there's going to be a little nerves there, but we'll see if which team's going to settle into this ball game first. And
well, they all talked about rallying around everybody.
Yep.
taking that loss in stride, regrouping and getting ready to play this game. Next man up, they said, and just the confidence of those sophomores. You got to know that the seniors' confidence level is sky high.
That's absolutely right, Maury. And I think one of the things that we've talked about is that the team's progressively gotten better each week. They're playing some of their best football now at the right time of the season here, and hopefully that carries over into this ball game.
Are all of our district, are they all playing today?
They're all playing tonight.
Okay. And we'll be keeping everybody in touch.
We'll keep some scores for you along the way.
Friends to the west of us, the Hondo Owls also.
Yeah, and also Divine playing down there.
And I want to wish everybody in Medina County
good luck.
Good luck, and let's try to go 4-0 tonight.
DeHennis is in the playoffs also. Playing Agua Dulce.
Agua Dulce.
Yep.
Sweetwater. So
as the colors are marching out on the field right now, when they do the national anthem, we'll go ahead and take the commercial break here in just a moment. But Brenham Cubs lined up here on the near sideline. Medina Valley lined up on the far sideline, getting ready for this football game. And first week of the playoffs, and there's nothing better than this here in the state of Texas.
No, you got to love it. You got to love high school football, and you got to love the playoffs when they come around. Fall is in the air. It's a little cooler, and this is football weather right now.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Maury. And they're playing what is that song from that they're playing? I can't think of what it's from. But
I've heard it before.
Stripes.
Right? Stripes,
yeah.
There you go.
But we are going to go ahead and take a break for the national anthem. We'll be back with all the play-by-play. You're listening to Panther Football, brought to you by North Park Chevrolet, and we'll continue in just a moment.
This is MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community 80 years ago, and for 80 years we've delivered safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to be a part of this community and continue to serve beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, giving back to libraries, hosting safety presentations, and so much more. We belong to this community and are honored to do so. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or at medinaec.org.
The University Interscholastic League would like to thank its corporate sponsors. Without the generous support of these sponsors, many UIL activities would not be possible. The UIL gives special thanks to Balfour, Baylor Scott & White, Dairy Max, Dairy Queen, Ford, Fox Sports Southwest, Gatorade, Hellas Construction, Max Preps, the NFHS Network, Nike, Register My Athlete, Spalding, and Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. These generous corporate sponsors support the UIL in all its activities, music, academics, and athletics. The UIL appreciates these sponsors and their participation in all that the UIL does in Texas extracurricular activities. On behalf of the UIL and its corporate sponsors, thank you for supporting UIL activities in your community, and enjoy the game.
Nothing but the best sports coverage for Medina Valley.
He really grows on you, doesn't he?
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back here to Brenham as the national anthem's ended, and we're ready to get this ball game started here in just a second. We still have to have the coin toss out here on the field, and then we'll be ready for this ball game to get going and the playoffs to get going. Like we said, no wind here at the stadium tonight. It's a beautiful night for a ball game, about 48 degrees right now, and no wind or precipitation. You couldn't ask for much more than that.
Nope. It should be a great evening for football. The Panthers have traveled well. Quite a few people in the stands, and want to thank those for being in the stands, and thank y'all for listening back at home and around the country. We appreciate it, and we hope to bring y'all the best that we can do.
Yeah, and do y'all know, is this officiating crew from the Austin district, or where do we know where they came from?
I'm not sure. We usually get a card.
We usually get a card before the game, but we haven't. For the Brenham Cubs, as they send their captains out, number 74, Garrett Weisepape, number 7, Dane Hauk, number 5, Zyron Smith, and number 2, Garrison Weiss. For the Panthers, number 22, Grant Snyder, number 58, Trace Ferguson, number 45, James Gibson, and number 9, Charlie Marsh are the captains for the Panthers as they meet at midfield, and they'll get ready to toss the coin. And we know when the Panthers win, they like to defer to the second half. We'll see what transpires here, though. As the referee tosses the coin. And it looks like Brenham won the toss, and they will defer to the second half. So the Panthers are going to get the football to start, and they are going to receive from the left end zone. They'll be moving left to right to start the ball game.
Tell you what, Jared, just looking at the head official or referee, it looks like he could put on the pads and still play himself. He's a pretty big guy.
Yeah, no, you're exactly
he
right,
is
Mark.
huge back down there.
And so all the captains have gone off the field here, and we're ready to get it going. As Medina Valley is going to get the football to start this ball game. And so we'll see Brenham come out here to boot it away. And it looks like, can't get his number for you
He's got
yet.
a 2, the last number.
For the Panthers, they'll send back Braden Haney,
Tyler
Mangum, and Tanner Bippert.
I want to say it's 82, Jared. Hello?
And so number 82 going to do the kicking. That's Victor Mendoza, and he will be kicking it away here for the Brenham Cubs. Back to Haney, Mangum, or Bippert, and we'll see what where they want to kick it away to. And he'll put his foot into it, a high end over end kick, then fair catch called for by Haney at the 14-yard line and made. So the Panthers are going to start 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
I like the decision, Jared, that at least you get the ball.
But, yeah, they'll start at the 25-yard line. 1st down and 10. The Panthers going out to the 20, but it's spotted at the 25. And, yeah, Brenham not knowing where to go there. Defense was lined up for the 20, but here comes the Panther offense for the first time here this evening. Charlie Marsh out of the gun, split backs here. Wide out to the left, 2. 1 to the right side here with split backs, takes the snap. Going to hand it Pardo around the left side. Actually, Marsh keeps it and got some room to run. 1st down up across the 35 to the 40-yard line. A 15-yard pickup on 1st down for Marsh, and it's 1st and 10 Medina Valley.
Landrick Andrade on the stop. But a good read, a good job by Wesley Porter to carry out that fake.
Yeah, he did. He did a good job of that, and then he was a lead blocker for Marsh after the fact. So the Panthers, they actually give him a 16-yard gain up to the 41-yard line. Split backs again here for the Panthers. 2 wide out to the right. Out of the gun, takes the snap, gives Pardo, and he's hit and dropped in the backfield for a loss of a yard back to the 40.
John Tavion Robinson stunting in there. No chance for Pardo to get away from that, a 1-yard loss.
Now 2nd down and 11 upcoming here for the Panthers.
If that was a read play there, Charlie chose the wrong option there.
Yeah, probably should have pulled it and tapped it himself, but the give to Pardo loses him a yard. 2nd down, 11 to go here for the Panthers. Split backs again. Gibson and Pardo, three wide receivers, 2 out here to the right. Panthers moving left to right. Takes the snap. Gives Pardo up the middle. Room to run across the 45, up near midfield. We'll see where they spot him. Looks like right at the 50. He'll be a yard shy of the 1st down.
Keanu Jones on the stop, but that was just a quick hitter. Pardo with a head of steam. Didn't get touched till 6-7 yards past the line of scrimmage.
And
a good saving open field tackle by number 9.
Yeah, and a 10-yard pickup there. It'll bring up 3rd down and a yard to go. Needs to get to the Brenham 49-yard line for the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but are you in 4-down territory?
No, not here. Out of the gun. Gibson will, and Marsh going to keep it. He's got the first down and more across the 45 to the 40, 35, and he's brought down inside the 35 around the 33-yard line. Good job there by Charlie Marsh on the keeper, and the Panthers have it 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line of Brenham.
Andrade once again on the stop, but the Panthers have something going, plus side of the field.
They give him to the 31-yard line. 1st down and 10. As they get the play in from Garza on the sideline, he'll bring in the play. 9:41 to go, first quarter, just underway, no score. Panthers on the opening drive of the ball game. Pardo and Gibson, the split backs, 2 wide out left for the Panthers. Ball on the right hash, takes the snap. Give Gibson right side. Bulls his way down to the 30. 1-yard pickup there. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9.
Ridden down on the play by number 22, Caden Watts.
That was the first carry for Gibson on the evening. He picks up a yard. 2nd down, 9 upcoming here for the Panthers. Medina Valley to the line of scrimmage. Same formation. They've stuck with it the whole drive so far with split backs, Pardo and Gibson, 3 wide receivers. Marsh takes the snap. Looking to throw. Sets up under pressure. Now he's rolling out to the left, and he's just going to throw it away. Gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't have a lot of time, but he probably had a guy open over there on the left, but didn't pull the trigger, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 9.
He had Haney open quick, and when he didn't deliver the ball right away, the pressure got in his face. But it's a good job by Charlie Marsh. We've seen him take that sack. This time he threw the ball away and kept the loss of yards.
Yeah, and he kept you in a 3rd down and 9 situation instead of 3rd and 19. Panthers will come to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun here with split backs, 3 wide receivers, 8:46 to go. First quarter. They give Gibson left side, cuts it up the field, across the 25, trying to get down to the 20, and they finally drag him down. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down and about a yard or 2.
John Tavian Robinson on the stop, but a good cutback by James Gibson. Cut back against the grain, got 6 yards after that first contact.
4th down and 2 yards to go. Long one, really. And they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Ball at the 22-yard line.
I like the keeper by Marsh right here, a little wide.
They'll send out 3 wide with the split backs here on 4th down. Big play early in the ball game. Marsh out of the gun, takes the snap. Going to keep it himself, dances forward toward the 20, and I don't think he's going to have it. I think he's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. And he is going to be short, and they turn it over on downs on the opening possession. They move the ball well, but they get down inside the 25 and can't get it done, and it'll be 1st and 10 Brenham. And they'll come out for their first drive of the game. 7:57 to go first quarter.
Kind of hesitated a little bit before he got that hole and tried to back his way to a first down, but just could not get it.
Yeah, he faked the give to Pardo and tried to keep it himself. Brenham comes out here in the gun with 1 back, 3 wide receivers. Takes the snap. They're going to give the ball right away up the middle. Some room to run up across the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's going to be a first down and a pickup of 11 yards.
Tripped up by Stubing and Weir.
That's Daylon McCowan on the carry. Number 8 for the Brenham Cubs. Out of the shotgun again, 3 wide receivers, 2 outright as they go right to left. Takes the snap, looking to throw under pressure, steps up, gets away up to the 40, 45, still on his feet to midfield, and he's brought down in Panther territory. Garrison Weiss is the quarterback, and on that scramble there, picks up a first down and gets in Panther territory.
Taylor Weir on the stop, but some 2 big chunk plays so far already for the Cubs.
Gets it down to the Panther 47-yard line. They'll come to the line again. 3 wide receivers. Weiss takes the snap. Going to give it up the middle, and he's going to get about 4 yards on the carry. It'll bring up 2nd and 6.
Grant Snyder on the stop for Medina Valley.
That was McCowan on the carry again. Gets it to the Panther 42-yard line. 2nd down and 5. They'll send 4 wide receivers here. Empty backfield. Takes the snap. Weiss going to keep it himself on the draw play up the middle. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 35 down to the 30-yard line. And a 1st down again for Brenham.
Dawson Grove hits him first, but then Tanner Bippert and Brent Ferguson finish him off. But that was just a quarterback draw the whole way.
1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Out of the gun. 3 wide left. Takes the snap. Going to give it. Well, he's going to keep it out to the right side. There was a missed tackle in the backfield, and he runs it out of bounds for a gain of 11 yards. You know, the defensive end came in there, and he thought he gave it, and he went off the quarterback, and the quarterback ran right around him.
That was a good read option, a good read by the quarterback. The Panthers haven't stopped the Cubs for less than 5 yards a play here.
No.
They're averaging about 11 yards a carry.
Down to the 19-yard line. 1st and 10. 3 wide to the left. Weiss going to throw, and there's going to be flags fly in here. It's going to be a false start against Brenham. And so that will move the Cubs back. It'll be 1st and 15. Moving back to the 24-yard line.
So the Panthers have yet to stop them. Fortunately, the penalty moved them back some. Let's see if the Panthers can settle down here on the defensive side.
Out of the shotgun. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. McCowan, the lone back. Weiss takes a snap, looking to throw, left side, sets up, fires over the middle, complete, bounces off a tackle, and he's taken down inside the 10 around the 5-yard line by Grant Snyder. That was complete to number 18, Lane Perez. 1st and goal for the Cubs.
Perez just got inside on the defensive back and just an easy throw, easy catch.
They come quick to the line, takes the snap, give McCowan up the middle, and he's going to get hit and driving his feet forward, gets inside the 5 down to about the 2-yard line where it'll be 2nd down and goal.
Tyler Mangum.
Back
and
to the
Hecker
line quickly. McCowan, the lone back. Give to him again up the middle. He dives in for the touchdown, and Brenham on top with 5:49 to go here in the first quarter. And that'll make it 6-0 as McCowan plows into the end zone.
And Jared, the Cubs made that look too easy.
Yeah, they did. Well, you know, we talked before the game about finishing off drives, and the Panthers couldn't finish their opening drive off. Number 82 on to try to tack on the extra point. His kick is up, and it is good. As Victor Mendoza tacks on the extra point. So with 5:49 to go here in the first quarter, the score, Brenham 7, Medina Valley nothing.
Panthers just need to settle down here. Had something going on offense, turned it over on downs on a 4th and 1, couldn't pick up the yard needed, and Brenham just pretty much wore down the Panthers at the line of scrimmage there. You know, there was only one play, with the exception of the false start, that the Panthers held them for 5 yards or less.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Other than that play down here inside the goal, or inside the 5.
And they only needed to go 1 yard on the last play, so.
As Mendoza ready to boot it away here for Brenham. For the Panthers, you've got Haney, Mangum, and Bippert back deep to receive. So a 7-0 lead, 5:49 to play here in the first quarter. And we'll see what that Panther offense will be able to do here on their second drive. Runs up, boots it away, a low line drive kick that's going to go out of bounds around the 10-yard line.
We'll get that on the 30.
And so Medina Valley will take the field position there at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10. Panthers had something going on their opening drive, but were stymied, turned away on 4th down and a yard to go. That kickoff was brought to you by Royce Grove Oil and Exxon stations. Valley Mart and Exxon.
You talked about it in the pregame, Jared. Finish.
Yeah,
you got to finish your drives. Panthers had a good drive going, could not pick up the 4th and 1.
And so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 30 as the Panthers will come to the line of scrimmage. Out of the shotgun, 3 wide. They stay with that split back formation that they used in that first drive. Marsh takes the snap, gives it to Gibson, looking for some room up across the 35, gets up to about the 36-yard line, picks up 6 yards, and it'll bring up 2nd and 4.
John Tavian Robinson on the stop.
2nd down, 4 to go here for the Panthers. Garza brings the play into Charlie Marsh. And the Panthers come to the line of scrimmage. Split backs again. They're moving left to right still in the first quarter. 2 wide out left. Ball right in the middle of the hash marks. Takes the handoff is Gibson up across the 40 down to the 45, 50 to midfield. He's got a first down and a little bit more. Picks up about 15 yards on the carry. And it's going to be 1st and 10 Panthers.
Carson Drain on the stop for the Cubs.
Gets it to the 49 of Brenham. That is a 15, 20-yard pickup. Actually, that's a 15-yard pickup. And so the Panthers come to the line here, got something going again here. The main thing is keep it going here and put one in the end zone. Out of the shotgun, Marsh with split backs. 3 wide again. Takes the snap, give to Gibson up the middle, dancing around across the 45 down to the 40-yard line. We'll see where they spot him here. Looks like at the 41. It'll be 2nd down and 2.
Trey Lawhon on the stop for the Cubs. Free safety for Brenham.
So an 8-yard pickup here, and a couple of new players coming in here for the Panthers. 2nd down and 2 coming up. As the Panthers come to the line of scrimmage here. 1 back. They have 4 wide receivers. They'll send a man in motion left to right. They'll pitch it. Going to cut it upfield. Gets it across the 35 down to about the 33-yard line. First down, though, for the Panthers.
That was Trey Lawhon again for the Cubs, but not before the first down was made.
That was that Diego Morales on the carry, number 24, or was that
23?
That was Pardo on the carry. And then Gibson comes right back in the ball game. He went out for 1 play and comes right back in. And they'll come to the line of scrimmage here. Split backs here for the Panthers. 3 wide receivers. Takes that snap. Marsh going to keep it behind Gibson. Up across the 30, 25. Gets down to about the 21-yard line, but another pickup of about 12 yards. Give him 11 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 Panthers.
Jan Towsome on the stop. But he just followed his big back Gibson right through the hole.
3:08 to go first quarter. Brenham leading 7-0, but the Panthers on the move down to the 23-yard line. 1st and 10 Medina Valley. Out of the shotgun, split backs, 3 wide receivers here for the Panthers. Gibson to the right of Marsh. Takes the snap. Give Gibson up the middle. Gets across the 20 down to about the 18-yard line. Picks up 4 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 6.
That was Carson Graham again on the stop. Defensive back for the Cubs.
They'll spot him at the 19. As they bring the play in from the sideline here. 2:26 to go first quarter. The Panthers come to the line of scrimmage. Gibson the lone back. 3 wide out right for the Panthers. 1 to the left. Marsh has only attempted 1 pass in the ball game, and they're going to give Gibson again, and he breaks through across the 15 down near the 12-yard line, and he's going to have a first down for the Panthers.
That was number 3 getting up from the bottom of the pile, Travion Britton.
Spots him at the 12.
This is where we talked about you've got to finish this.
Yep. 7-yard pickup there by Gibson on that carry. And the Panthers come to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide receivers on the right. Split backs here for the Panthers. Out of the gun. Going to hand the ball off. Pardo with it. Gets it down to about the 5-yard line. They'll spot him at the 6. Picks up roughly 5 yards there.
That was Lawhon again on the stop.
From the 5, they'll give him a 7-yard pickup there. It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 3 here for the Panthers, a long 3. Ball down to the 5. They can pick up a first down inside the 2-yard line. Panthers to the line. Pardo and Gibson, the split backs. 3 wide receivers here for Medina Valley. Takes the snap. Marsh going to keep on the option. Pitches to Pardo, trying to get to the corner of the end zone. He's going to be stopped short around the 2 or 3 yard line.
It'll be close to a first down, though. Number 30, Alandric Andrade on the stop.
That's a yard shy of the first down. It's going to be 3rd down and a yard to go.
That was a new wrinkle there.
Yep.
For Medina Valley. First time we saw that all year.
Under a minute to go, 40 seconds and counting here for the Panthers. Down 7-0, but driving. 3rd down and a yard to go. Ball at the 3-yard line. They'll come to the line. Split backs again.
Got big backs in the backfield.
Yep. 3 wide receivers. Takes the snap. Give Gibson left side. He's got the first down and more into the end zone. Touchdown, Medina Valley. James Gibson with a 3-yard run with 17 seconds to go in the first quarter. And pending the extra point, the Panthers can tie up this ball game.
Who was the other back in the backfield?
I think it was number 15. That's Seth
Bullard.
Bullard.
Seth Bullard, triple B, leading the charge. Gibson followed him right through the hole.
And so Pablo Sandoval on to try to tack on the extra point here for the Panthers. Snap good. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 17 seconds to go in the first quarter, your score, Medina Valley 7, Brenham 7. And Panthers picked up where they left off on that opening drive where they weren't able to finish it. The Panthers put this one in. Now we'll see what kind of adjustments they made defensively.
And just when they come off the sidelines after Brennan scored, you could see Coach Mo, both Coach Mo's got them together and was talking to them. So, there's going to be some changes. Let's see if it works.
Almost 9 minutes of possession in the first
Yeah, it was. That first quarter flew by there.
Well, and Medina Valley had it 9 minutes in that first quarter.
Yeah, exactly. 17 seconds left. Yeah, if they'd have finished that first drive, it'd be 14-7 right now, or it might be 7-7 in the second quarter. But Medina Valley going to boot it away here for Brenham. It looks like they're going to have, hard to see their number down there.
Number 9.
That's going to be Keanu Jones.
And 20.
And number 20 is Eric Hemphill back deep to receive. And there's a high end over end kick taken by Hemphill at the 9. Starts upfield to the 15, 20, 25, and he's brought down around the 31-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 Brenham. So decent field position for the Cubs to start the drive with 9 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Peyton Salzman on the stop there on the special teams for the Panthers. Along with Andres Olivares.
This is MVBN.
And so Brenham will come to the line of scrimmage. Out of the shotgun. They'll have 3 wide receivers here. McGowan is the lone back. Takes the snap. Hands the ball off McGowan. Up to the 30. Gets across one block up to the 35-yard line, and he's going to be taken down by Dawson Grove on the play.
Good run support back there by the free safety.
And that will end the first quarter of play. And your score after 1, Medina Valley 7, Brenham 7. You're listening to Panther Football, brought to you by North Park Chevrolet, and we'll continue in just a moment.
This is MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I mean, I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right! Swiping now!
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank. Member FDIC.
Who has the best sports coverage for Medina Valley? We do.
Any of this getting through to you, son?
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back here to Brenham. where we switch sides of the field here as we start the second quarter. 7-7 is your score. Brenham now going left to right. 2nd down and 7 from their own 35. Out of the shotgun, takes the snap. Weiss looking to throw under pressure. Still rolling out, trying to get to the outside up across the 30, and now he throws it. He was at the line of scrimmage. It falls incomplete. I don't think he was. They're talking it over, but I don't think he was. It's going to be an incomplete pass. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
J.J. Marty giving chase.
As he just kind of floated that out there at the last minute. He was right at the line of scrimmage when he let that ball go.
I really don't know why he even floated it out there. He threw it out of bounds, and he was right there on the edge himself.
Big 3rd down.
They have 3rd down and 7 here for Brenham. They come out in the gun with 4 wide receivers, 3 out to the left. McGowan, the lone back. Weiss out of the gun, takes the snap, looking to throw, and flags fly in. They moved. It's going to be a false start against Brenham, and so that'll move them back. It'll be 3rd down and 12.
Now you got a tougher down and distance. You need to keep everybody in front of you. You need to limit the yards after the catch. Right now, Jared, Panthers are laying their ears back and rushing. You might have to look for a little screen pass or something here. Do not get caught up in this action.
3rd down, 12 to go here. 4 wide receivers. McGowan, the lone back. Weiss takes the snap, looking to throw, rolling out left side. He fell down. He fell, his knees down. That's the play. He slipped and fell down back at the 22-yard line, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
And, it's a little dewy out there, and he went back and was going to try to throw against his body, and his feet just went out from under him. And in high school football, once your knee's down, you don't have to be touched. You're down.
Yeah, he looked back across the field like it was going to be some kind of trick play, and no one was there, so they'll have to punt. Bippert standing back around his own 42-yard line. Good snap. Gets the kick away, and it's going to take a bounce at the 45 and go past Mangum, and it will roll dead at the 30-yard line out of bounds, and they got 15 yards of roll out of that.
We got to start fielding those punts because Medina Valley lost 20 unhidden yardage that doesn't add up, but wow, you got just catch it and just get the ball.
Fair catch it. You have the ball at the 45-yard line. Instead, you have the ball at the 30. And so the Panthers will come out here, 10:56 to go in the first half. Panthers will come to the line of scrimmage here, 1st and 10 from their own 30. Tied 7-7 here in this ball game. Out of the shotgun, split backs again for the Panthers, takes the snap. Marsh going to keep it, tries to cut it up the field, and he's going to get no gain, maybe a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 9 as they give him 1 yard on the carry.
Was number 55, and I do not have a
no, he's not on the
name
roster
for that young man.
Yeah, there's a 55 out there for Brenham, but he's not on the roster. Yes, Medina Valley to the line of scrimmage here. Gibson, the lone back. They'll send 3 wide out to the left, 1 to the right side here for the Panthers. They'll send Pardo in motion, takes the snap, gives it to Gibson up the middle, across the 30, trying to drag him to about the 34-yard line. 3-yard pickup on the play, and it looks like it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 here for Medina Valley.
And that was number 55. And Jatavion Robinson on the stop.
3rd down, 6 to go here for Medina Valley.
Might see the second pass of the ball game tonight, Jared, maybe?
I mean, they've been running it on long situations. We'll see what they go with here. Gibson, the lone back, trips out left here for the Panthers, 1 wide to the right. Marsh takes the snap, looking to throw. Now he's got to roll out under pressure. Now he gets away from one. He just throws it away. He had plenty of time to set up there, and he just throws it out of bounds, and it's going to bring up 4th down, and the Panthers will have to punt with 9:29 to go here in the second quarter. He got away from the guy under giving him pressure, and I guess he was just feeling the pressure, but instead, he had plenty of time once that guy made his lunge at him and missed. He could have set his feet up and tried to find someone downfield. He just went and threw the ball away here, and the Panthers will punt. Klessel back to punt. Hemphill and
Lahoon
back to receive, standing around their own 35-yard line. Klessler standing at the 22. Takes the snap, boots it away. A high punt that is going to be caught and fielded at the 40 or at the 37-yard line. He's taken down right away. They'll spot him at the 38. It'll be 1st and 10 for Brenham.
J.J. Marty on the stop for Medina Valley.
He's the snapper, isn't he? Getting down there to make that play. 9:19 to go here in the second quarter. 7-7 is your score. 1st down and 10 for Brenham. They spot that ball at the 37-yard line. Initially, they spot him at the 38, moved him back a yard. Weiss will come out here in the gun. McGowan the lone back. 3 wide receivers for the Cubs. Takes the snap. Gives it to McGowan up the middle, and he's not going to get very much, maybe a yard on the play. Good job by that Medina Valley front, and it'll be 2nd down and 9.
Tarvin and Hecker on the stop for Medina Valley.
2nd down, 9 to go. Cubs back to the line of scrimmage here. Looking to the sideline for the play as they don't huddle up. Out of the gun, 4 wide. Takes a snap, looking to throw, sets up, fires left side, complete up to the 42, and he's wrestled out of bounds right away. Going to be short of the 1st down. It'll bring up 3rd and short.
That was Tomaselli on the stop there for Medina Valley.
And that's going to bring, actually, he stepped out of bounds right at the 42-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 to go.
Great job of no yards after the catch.
Actually, it's 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers here for the Cubs. Takes a snap. Give to McGowan up the middle, and he's going to get a 1st down and more up to midfield. Needed 5 yards. He picked up 9. Gets it to the Panther 49-yard line, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Cubs.
Groff and Marty on the stop for Medina Valley.
Back to the line of scrimmage quickly here. 4 wide out for Brenham. 8:25 to go first half. Takes the snap. Gives it McGowan up the middle. A lot of room to run. Spins around inside the 35 to about the 42. And he's wrestled to the ground there after a gain of 7 yards. It looks like it's going to be 2nd down and 3.
Grant Snyder and Michael Tomaselli on the stop, but they're moving quick. Back to the line of scrimmage already.
3 wide again. Takes the snap. Give McGowan to the right side of the line, and he's going to be short of the 1st down. Picks up maybe 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 1.
Tarvin and Ferguson on the stop.
Marked at the 40-yard line. Needs to get to the 39 of Medina Valley for a 1st down. 3rd and 1. 7:54 to go first half. And Brenham going to slow it down here and huddle up. 3rd and 1. Brenham to the line of scrimmage here. 3 wide receivers out here for the Cubs. Split backs. Takes the snap. Going to run the option. Gives it up the middle, and he's got the 1st down to about the 37-yard line.
Mangum and Snyder on the stop, but he moves to chains.
That was Javon Dixon on the carry for Brenham. Dixon and Smith, the 2 backs now for Brenham. Takes that snap. Gives it to Dixon again, and he gets into the open field up across the 30-yard line.
Tyler Mangum on the stop, and they're just running power right at Medina Valley, and the Panthers have not been able to stop him here.
Well, no, there's another 8 yards on that carry, and it's going to be 2nd down and 2, right back to the line, right back to Dixon up the middle, and he's going to have a 1st down and more across the 25 down to the 22-yard line.
Dawson Groff on the stop, and that's another 7 or 8 yards.
Yep. Yeah, and they're just going quick at the line of scrimmage and just hitting Medina Valley right up the middle. Dixon in the backfield again. 3 wide receivers. Weiss takes the snap. He wants to throw. Sets up, looking right side under pressure. Now he steps up, rolling out to the right. Still rolling out, and he's going to get taken down. He throws the ball incomplete. They're going to say he was down first.
He's got a flag.
He does have a flag. Now, that can't be grounding. He had a man downfield, and he was outside the tackle box behind the line of scrimmage.
J.J. Marty was the Panther that brought him to the ground.
No flag on the play.
Good call by the official, or good take the flag away and no call.
So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 on the incompletion.
But that was a heads-up job by the quarterback. Instead of losing 5 yards, they get it back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yep, you're right. And good job by the Panther front putting pressure on him and making him uncomfortable. Second and 10 with 6:20 to go here in the first half.
Good coverage downfield on that play by the Panthers as well.
Ball at the 22-yard line. Brenham comes to the line here with 3 wide receivers. Ball between the hash marks right in the middle of the field. Weiss takes the snap. Going to give to McGowan, and he slips away from the tackle in the backfield, trying to come the other way, and he's going to get tackled for a loss that time. He slipped away from the first way, but not the second. Loses about 5 yards, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 15.
He got away from Tarvin, but then Grant Snyder chased him back for a loss of even more yards on the play.
Actually,
that's
number 60, isn't it? No, who is that in there?
Ball's back to the 26-yard line. 3rd and 15 here for Brenham. Big 3rd down here for the Panthers because you want to keep them in a 4th down and very long situation.
That's Medina in there.
3 wide out to the left here for the Cubs. 1 to the right on 3rd down and 15. Takes the snap. Weiss looking to throw. Now he's rolling out to the left under pressure. Fires. Complete at the sticks, and he's going to be out of bounds, but he's going to be right at the 1st down marker.
Just too much distance out there. The Panthers in the secondary. And he's going to be short, but it's going to be
a yard short.
About a half a yard short.
So it's going to be 4th down and a yard to go here, and I'm sure we're going to see Brenham go for it. They're going to come to the line of scrimmage. McGowan, the lone back. 3 wide receivers. Weiss out of the gun. Takes the snap. Give McGowan up the middle, and he's going to get upended, but he's going to get the 1st down. Got it to the 10-yard line, and that should be 1st down and goal from the 10.
Grant Snyder took the legs out from under him, but you had him 3rd down and 14 and just let him get away in the secondary.
Back to the line of scrimmage quickly. 1st and goal from the 10. Weiss rolling out right, looking to throw. Sets up, fires middle of the end zone. Touchdown. He was past the line of scrimmage, wasn't he? It looked like he was at the 8-yard line when he let that fly, and they're not giving it to him. That's going to stand for a touchdown.
Wow.
Pass was complete to number 10, Jan Tusum, for the touchdown. He was past the line of scrimmage when he threw that football, and that should be no play. They can't give that to him, but instead they're on to tack on the extra point. Takes the snap, kick is up, and it is good. So with 5:03 to go in the first half, your score, Brenham 14, Medina Valley 7. Oh, my. A lot of things happening there. Had him in a 3rd down and 15 situation and let him off the hook. And one of the things I do need to read here, the Medina Valley for the Ag Boosters, come on out and join the Panthers for our 1st annual Medina Valley FFA Ranch Rodeo, a family-friendly evening of rodeo, food, fun, and live music by the Solis Brothers. November 30th at the Hondo Rodeo Arena. The gates open at 4 p.m. For more information, check out the Medina Valley FFA Booster Club Facebook page. And so the Cubs ready to boot it away. Victor Mendoza ready to put his foot into it. Mangum, Haney, and Bippert back deep to receive for the Panthers.
Panthers sure need to get something here in this possession because the Cubs won the toss and they will get the ball to start the second half. So this is a big possession here for the Panthers before halftime.
5:03 to go here. Mendoza ready to boot it away. They were way off sides. They squib it down the field. Haney will pick it up at about the 8. Starts upfield to the 15, trying to go out to the right side across the 20 to the 25, and he's brought down. They did throw the flags for the offside. Yeah, I'd take the 5-yard penalty and take it at around the 32-yard line. 4:54 to play. So they will
discussing the penalty with Coach Crisp.
So 5 yards from the end of the return, It'll be first down for Medina Valley. They had originally spotted him, looks like at the 27, 28-yard line, so the ball will move up to the 33-yard line of Medina Valley, and that's where they'll start their drive, first down and 10. It's a decent starting field position for the Panthers here. They started at the 30-yard line their last 2 possessions. Out of the gun here, split backs, 3 wide receivers for Medina Valley. They move right to left, down 14-7, takes the snap, gives to Gibson up the middle. Room to run across the 40, 45 midfield, across the 45, 40, and he's taken down around the 38-yard line. Big run there for James Gibson. A lot of room right up the gut. It'll be first down Medina Valley in Brenham territory.
Tripped up by Dane Hawk, and Gibson landed a little awkwardly there.
Yeah, slow to get up.
Slow to get up.
And he is up going off to the sideline here.
Kind of landed on his hip
a little
bit when he went down. And he's favoring that hip a little bit as he goes down to one knee on the sideline.
That was, about a 27-yard run there? 24-yard run by Gibson. First and 10, Medina Valley at the Brenham 38-yard line. 4:34 and counting to go here. And Medina Valley to the line of scrimmage. Split backs for the Panthers. They send 3 wide receivers. Takes a snap, gives Pardo up the middle, gets across the 35 to, looks like the 34-yard line's where they'll spot him. It's going to be a gain of 4, 2nd and 6.
Now Brenham has a player down, number 27, John Tavian Robinson, and he's been in a lot of tackles. And that time, Bullard just led the charge there. Pardo went right behind him, and Bullard opened a hole, took the would-be tackler first one out of the play. And number 27 has something. It looked like he has something. It looked like he got rolled up on his ankle a little bit there.
Yeah, and while they tend to him, we're going to take a quick break and come back. You're listening to Panther Football, and we will continue in just a moment.
MVBN.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925 with one simple goal, to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
You gotta look at the guy next to you. Now I think you're gonna see a guy who will sacrifice himself for this team because he knows you're gonna do the same for him.
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Back here on 2nd down and 4, injured player off the field. It's 2nd and 6 rather for the Panthers. Split backs. They're going to hand the ball Pardo, and actually Marsh kept it himself, and he gets nowhere. He might have fumbled the ball, fell back on top of it, lost a yard on the play, back to the 35-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Well, just watching through the binoculars, when the ball hit the ground, Charlie fell out and he kind of looked up, and Wesley held on to the ball a lot longer than Charlie wanted him to, and that's where the confusion came from. Charlie was supposed to keep that ball, and Wesley held on to it a little too long.
So 3rd down and 7 here for the Panthers. Need to get down to the 28-yard line. Ball at the 35. Out of the gun, takes the snap, gives Pardo right side. No, Marsh kept it himself, and he gets nowhere. 2 yards up the middle. Looked like Pardo was going to have it around the end for some yards. Instead, Marsh kept it, gets 2 yards. It's going to bring up 4th down and 5 to go.
Lonnie Brown on the stop there for the Cubs. Brown came in for the injured Jontavian Robinson, and his impact is felt already.
And Medina Valley looks like they're going to let this clock maybe wind down and take time out. They bring the play in from the sideline. On 4th and 5, 2:46 to go. They might try to draw them off sides here as they come to the line with 9 on the play clock.
Well, you got all your timeouts
and timeout
left.
Taken. They just took timeout. So Coach Chris takes the timeout, and so the Panthers want to talk it over here. 4th down and 5 to go. The Panthers were turned away on 4th and 1 already in this ball game here. Medina Valley looking to try to convert here on 4th down late in the half, trailing 14-7.
Well, and you got a couple of timeouts, and I know you got to be disciplined right here, but what I'd like the Panthers to do right here is try to get that free 5 yards here. You can run the clock all the way down to 1 before you call your other timeout, but see if you can't get a free 5 here. Try to get the Cubs to be a little over-aggressive here.
Yeah, I agree. And you got to be disciplined
That's
yourself here also.
Yeah,
you got to be disciplined here too.
What they've done right now at Gibson out is they're flanking Bullard to one side and Pardo to the other of Charlie Marsh, and they're following Bullard up the middle.
Wow. Update on that. Bernie Champion leading Leander Glenn 49-20 at halftime.
I think they didn't like the outcome last year.
4th and 5 here for the Panthers. 4 wide, they empty the backfield. Takes a snap. Marsh going to run the quarterback draw, looking to get upfield. He's got the first down and a little more as he just danced through that. That was a dangerous play right there. He looked like he was going to get stopped a couple of times and somehow danced his way for a 9-yard gain and a Panther first down.
And there's another player down for
Leander.
No, for
Leander for Brenham.
And that's Dane Hawk, the linebacker down there, and it looks like he's kind of grabbing his lower part of his leg, but he'll be all right.
And so with the injured player down here.
That was a hard run by Charlie Marsh.
Absolutely a hard run by Charlie Marsh. But that was a quarterback draw all the way. They emptied the backfield. Looked like he might try to swing it out to a receiver or to a back. But
did he actually fake? Did he actually pump fake?
He kind of pump faked there a little bit, just pulled it down and ran. But it looked like he was going to get stopped a couple of times. He kind of had to dance around and stop his momentum, and somehow he picked up 9 yards on the play.
The initial hit was about 3 yards short of the first down. And that's good to see the young man's running off the field, walking on his own power. But, Jarrett, that was a big, big 4th down conversion for Medina Valley.
Yeah, it was here. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers from the 24-yard line. 2:32 to go here in the half, trailing 14-7.
What did you say before the game?
You got to finish the drives. You
finish.
have to get points when you have chances. Medina Valley to the line of scrimmage, split backs. Out of the gun.
Grant Snyder on one side of Marsh.
3 wide receivers here for the Panthers. Takes the snap. Looking to throw Marsh off the play action over the middle to Snyder. Makes the catch, and he's down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. Grant Snyder making that catch out of the backfield, and it's 1st and goal, Panthers from the 1.
Just ran a little seam route. They didn't expect Snyder to come out of the backfield. And he hit him right down the seam, right in stride, 1st and goal on the 1.
How about your linebacker making a play right there on offense?
Well, that time he was on offense.
Back, yeah, absolutely. 1st and goal for the Panthers from the 1 with 1:51 to go. Split backs here for the Panthers. I think Snyder's still in there.
Triple B's back in there.
3 wide, takes the snap. Give to Snyder up the middle. Touchdown, Medina Valley. Grant Snyder punches it in from 1 yard away, and with 1:41 to go in the first half, your score, Brenham 14, Medina Valley 13, and Sandoval coming in to try to tie up the ball game.
Right over that right side, right inside the guard's hip there. Triple B leading the charge there, Seth Bullard, and Snyder follows the big lineman and the fullback through the hole for a touchdown.
Sandoval ready to tack it on. Clendenin the holder. Marty the snapper, good snap, good hold, kick up, and he drills it straight through with 1:41 to go in the first half. Your score, Medina Valley 14, Brenham 14. And we got a ball game here against the district champion from District 13 here in Medina Valley. Playing well here, but that defense is going to have to come up with a stop. That's the one thing they haven't been able to do yet. And with 1:41 and they have 3 timeouts to go here, we haven't seen Brenham really – we've seen him throw the ball a few times, but we haven't seen him try to stretch the field out here. Medina Valley's going to have to be ready for that quick hit offense and for them to go quickly like we've seen them do so far.
And I just looked across the field to the visiting crowd, and right above the stadium you can see the moon just rising, and that is a beautiful moon.
A harvest moon,
A beautiful orange moon for the Panthers, orange and black.
And so Sandoval ready to boot it away. Yeah, a lot of time and 3 timeouts remaining for Brenham. Ready to boot it away. Number 20, Eric Hemphill back deep to receive along with Dane Hauk. Or actually Trey Lawin back deep to receive.
Very quiet crowd.
Yeah, quiet Brenham crowd here right in front of us. Sandoval ready to boot it away. A high end-over-end kick that's going to be fielded at the 18-yard line. Gets up to the 25. Gets to the outside to the 30, 35, 40, and he's run out of bounds around between the 40, 45-yard line.
Going to mark him on the 42.
And there's a Panther down back around the 27-yard line.
Looked like the coverage was down there, but he just popped it out from the middle to the outside and no containment there.
Yeah, and with the player down, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break and come back. You're listening to Panther Football, brought to you by North Park Chevrolet, and we'll continue here in just a moment. Actually, we're going to stay here as he's up and walking to the sideline. So that's a good sign to see, walking to the sideline there, and we're going to stay right here with a minute 33 to go.
Kind of a short field to work with here, Brendan. They are only 58 yards away, and we saw the kicker actually kicking the field goals from about 35 yards.
Yeah, we saw him doing that, and he had a leg to make him from about 45, before the game, and they have good field position at the 42. We'll see if that Panther defense can step up here. 3 timeouts remaining for the Cubs. Got to keep them off the board. They get the ball to start the second half. Brenham comes out here in the gun. McGowan, the lone back. They have 3 wide receivers and 1 man in the slot position. Takes the snap, rolling out right, looking to throw under pressure. Now he cuts back the other way, and he's going to get taken down. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Come on!
And you got a late flag flying in after the play.
Their players were lobbying, and they're going to call a hit on a helpless runner here.
Why?
A helmet-to-helmet contact.
No, you got to be joking.
I guarantee you they are. You watch.
He got hit from behind.
Yeah, but they're not calling him. Told you.
Targeting.
Go to the head.
You got to be joking. That wasn't even close.
No, J.J. Marty drug him down from behind. They're going to get Grant Snyder coming in late, and Grant didn't even touch the guy. They lobbied the official in the back. They lobbied, the players did, for Brenham, and all of a sudden he takes the flag out and throws it after their players lobbied it.
My goodness.
He is a runner.
Yeah, but the thing is
it's the helmet-to-helmet contact that they're calling.
But J.J. Marty dragged him down from behind.
Well, that's the thing. But so they gave him 15 yards and a first down on the targeting.
That's a bad call.
No, and it gives him. It was just a helmet-to-helmet contact. Targeting, he'd be ejected. First down in Panther territory, under pressure. Weiss going to keep it. He's still looking to throw. Now he's going to tuck it and run up to the 40, and he's going to get dragged out of bounds, but he's going to pick up about 4 yards on the play. They get it down to the Panther 39-yard line.
I give credit to the Panther secondary because he had a lot of time out there. Tyler Magnum stayed with him and allowed him to only get 4 yards where it looked like he had a bunch more.
Minute 8 to go. Second down and 6. 4 wide receivers. Takes the snap. Give McGowan trying to bounce it to the left side. He's got some room, first down, and he's going to be run out of bounds around the 30-yard line.
Taylor Weir, the Panther, run him out of bounds, but he gets the first down.
Well, the thing is, they're running out of bounds. They're getting to save their timeouts, too, here with a minute 2 to go. First down and 10, ball at the 31-yard line. Out of the gun, 4 wide receivers. Minute 2 to go, clock stopped. Takes the snap, Weiss to throw, fires over the right side, wide open, down the field, stretches it to the end zone, touchdown, Brenham. That was number 12, I believe, on the reception for the Cubs. Carson Drayen making the touchdown reception, 31-yard passing catch, and he was wide open there in the middle of the football field and got hit around the 4-yard line, but stretched that ball to the plane of the end zone for a touchdown.
Right down the seam, and no Panther within 10 yards of him. Easy throw and an easy catch, and Brenham has just answered back and have taken the lead.
Mendoza tacks on the extra point, the kick up and good. With 55 seconds to go here in the first half, your new score, Brenham 21, Medina Valley 14, and with 55 seconds left and, only 2 timeouts remaining here for the Panthers, Brenham going to get that ball to start the second half here. We'll see what the Panthers want to do. But that was just Brenham got a little help right there on what was an unfortunate call on a helmet-to-helmet contact, moving them 15 yards on the initial play of that drive, and then after that, they run a couple of balls to the sideline, got out of bounds, picked up some yards, and then a 31-yard touchdown pass over the middle of the field.
Well, the drive start it, though, Jared, on the 42-yard line. You need better coverage on your kickoff.
Yeah, because you gave him some room.
You cannot let him get the ball close to midfield. You got to make him start like they've made Medina Valley from the 25-yard line.
25 or 30, yeah, absolutely, not from the 42. Brenham ready to boot it away here. You know what? And I know there's 55 seconds to go in the first half. Wouldn't be surprised if Brenham tries an onside kick here, tries to hit you quickly again here before the half, knowing they're going to get the ball.
Got to watch out for anything.
They might not do it, but you got to be prepared. Mendoza ready to boot it away. Mangum, Bippert, and Haney back deep to receive. And he does boot it away. A high end-over-end kick. It's going to be fielded by Bippert at the 14. He starts upfield to the 20, 25 to the 30, 32, 33-yard line before he's run out of bounds. A decent return there by Bippert, and it'll be 1st and 10 Medina Valley at the 34-yard line. 49 seconds to go. 2 timeouts remaining for the Panthers.
Lonnie Brown on the stop for the Cubs.
So Medina Valley will come to the line of scrimmage here. We'll see what they want to do with 49 seconds left, down by 7. 2 timeouts. And they'll come to the line here. They'll send out 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side of the formation. Marsh from the gun takes a snap, looking to throw, fires quick out to the right side, complete, but, Haney falls down right away. That's only a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, he threw it.
Clock running under 40 seconds. Panthers right back quickly to the line. You're going to have to run plays farther than a little 4-yard out if you want to move here. Wasting a lot of time. Now timeout taken by the Panthers. They wasted 12 seconds right there after that initial catch when he fell down. 1 timeout remaining, 32 seconds to go, and it's 2nd down and 6, ball at the 38-yard line. Even if you get in field goal range for Sandoval, you just got to get some yardage and you got to throw the ball down the field here, more than a little 4-yard out.
Yeah, and on that one he kind of led Haney a little bit too much, and Haney had to leave his feet to get to the ball just to bring it in. But just going back to that previous possession, Brenham, the Panthers would have had him 2nd down and 12 after that play, and it got called for a helmet-to-helmet hit, which I don't know where it came from, but we didn't see it. But unfortunately, they lobbied enough, and they got the call. So that was a big play on that previous possession for the Cubs.
Medina Valley right to the line of scrimmage here out of the timeout. 2nd and 6, 32 seconds to go. Marsh out of the gun with 4 wide. Takes a snap. He's looking to throw. Sets up. Pulls it down. He's going to run it himself, and he's basically going to take a sack. And they may call timeout here, but it doesn't look like they are. Under 20 seconds to go, Medina Valley in no hurry now. They're going to let this clock run out. Get down to the half. Medina Valley's going to go into the half here trailing 21-14. And that will do it for the first half of play. Clock shows 0. After 1 half, your score, Brenham 21, Medina Valley 14. We will go ahead and take a break and then come back. You're listening to Panther Football, brought to you by North Park Chevrolet, and we will continue here in just a moment.
This is MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Sammy's Restaurant and Havy's Alsatian Bakery, 2 legendary landmarks in Castroville. From breakfast to delicious hometown lunch specials and more, Sammy's satisfies your taste buds with the unique flavor of Castroville. And from fresh baked breads to pies and pastries, South Texans have made Havy's Alsatian Bakery a must to visit since 1940. Sammy's Restaurant, online at sammysrestaurant.com. Havy's Alsatian Bakery, online at havysbakery.com.
The pace of business is faster than ever. That's why when you need a business loan, you want a bank that can act fast. Not only do you get great rates and fast answers, you get the financial advice you need to keep your business growing. It's a better way to borrow. Stop by and let's talk. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at castrovillestatebank.com.
Follow us on Twitter at MVBroadNet. This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to Cub Field here in Brenham, where Medina Valley trailing at halftime. 21-14 is your score. And this game started out, Medina Valley had the football. The difference in this game right now is the one time Medina Valley was turned away on offense on that 4th down on their initial drive. If they keep that drive alive, this could be 21-21. But Medina Valley, able to move the ball pretty well, running the football. They did have a good pass. They've only thrown the ball really one time in this game that was
in play.
Twice
two
they
times
threw
in play.
it, but that was a pass right over the middle to Grant Snyder for 15 yards down to the 1-yard line, and then Snyder would punch it in from a yard out. Gibson would have the other score on a 3-yard run, and it was 7-0 Brenham. Medina Valley would tie it up 7-7. Brenham went back ahead 14-7. Panthers would tie it up 14-14. Now Brenham ahead 21-14, and they're going to get the ball to start the second half is the big key to that. And that Panther defense has really not been able to stop Brenham so far, and it's going to come down to that opening possession. You got to get a stop against them.
Well, the Panthers had tied the game 14-14 and actually had another possession where they could have possibly taken the lead. And Brennan held Medina Valley. Medina Valley had to punt, and Brennan took the final possession of that they had in the first half and scored and made it 21-14. But the discouraging part for me right now, Jared, is the chunk plays that Medina Valley's given up, and a lot of them have been on the ground. I mean, they've given up a couple of pass plays, but there are times where Brennan has rattled off 10, 11, 12 yards in back-to-back consecutive carries, and that's something that we haven't seen this year that the Panthers defense has allowed. Now, you're going to go into halftime, you're going to be able to make some adjustments, and we say keys in the second half, but that's my key to the second half. Your defense needs to shut down one aspect of Brennan and make them one-dimensional, either throwing or passing, but they got to take one of those out of play.
Yeah, no, Maury, you're exactly right. And, we talked about the turnover battle. Well, the only turnover's been Medina Valley getting turned away on 4th down and 1 right there on that early one. So they're -1. It was a turnover on downs. And so they're really -1 in the turnover battle. The Panthers are going to have to find a way to create a turnover or create a stop and try to get this ball back with a chance to tie it up, because right now, the way it's been going, it's just you're matching them score for score, and toward the end of this game, you're not going to be able to do that. You're going to have to get some stops.
And they're one score ahead of you in one possession. They're going to start off one possession ahead of you when the second half starts. So that same old cliche, the first 5 minutes of the second half is going to tell the tale. Panthers just need to stiffen it up on defense and put a little bit more resistance on there. They've shown that they could move the ball on offense, so that's a positive. You need your defense to settle down here in the second half and tighten the chin straps up a little bit and force Brenham on a couple of 3 and outs.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. They need to get him a couple of 3 and outs, and they had a chance there on one of those drives. They had him in a 3rd down and 12 situation. They managed to pick up the first down. You had him in 3rd and 15. They got to the sticks for a first down. You had him in, you've had him a couple of chances to get him off the field, and you let him off the hook. They needed 15 yards. They got 16. They needed 12 yards. They got 13.
They are who we thought they are, and you let them off the hook.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
That's an old cliche from way back when.
That was a good one,
Oh,
too.
that was a good one.
And so, Medina Valley trailing 21-14, but they're right here in this football game. We've seen them. They battled hard in this game. They're playing the district champion from District 13. They're the district champions for a reason. They got some big boys on their line. They've got some good, hard runners. Their quarterback can throw the football. They got some tall receivers. But the Panthers have stood there with them toe-to-toe so far. But they're going to have to make Brenham flinch in this ball game.
Yep, exactly. And there's a couple of surprising scores from around the district, and we'll probably get to that after we take a commercial break.
Yeah, we'll take a break and then come back. You're listening to Panther Football, brought to you by North Park Chevrolet, and we'll continue here in just a moment.
This is MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
The pace of business is faster than ever. That's why when you need a business loan, you want a bank that can act fast. Not only do you get great rates and fast answers, you get the financial advice you need to keep your business growing. It's a better way to borrow. Stop by and let's talk. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at castrovillestatebank.com.
Every team knows that the two-point play can be a winning move. That's why State Farm agent Hazel Russell and her team are here to help you go for 2 by combining your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help life go right. Call State Farm agent Hazel Russell at 830-931-3441 today. Or stop by her office at 1103 Highway 90 West in Castroville. Tandre Gwynn Funeral Home in Castroville, Texas, has been providing funeral services to families in the Medina Valley and surrounding areas for many generations. Tandre Gwynn Funeral Home is proud to support the broadcast by the Medina Valley Broadcast Network for the athletes and students participating in this event. Go Panthers! Tandre Gwynn Funeral Home, Castroville, Texas. You may view obituaries at Tandre, Tondre-Gwynn, Guinn.com, or visit the Facebook page of Tandre Gwynn Funeral Home to view funeral notices. Follow us on Twitter at MVBroadNet. This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back here to Cub Stadium as Medina Valley trailing Brenham at the half. 21-14 is the score here, and I'm going to give you some scores from around the area. And first one we come to here, Kerrville-Tivy leading Eastview 21-14. They're just fixing to start the third quarter in that game. Bernie Champion leading Leander Glenn at halftime, still 49-20 is the score in that game.
Ouch.
Southside getting beat by Pioneer 42-0 in the second quarter.
Missionland Pioneer or Sherryland?
Sherryland Pioneer. Lockhart and Weiss are tied at 7 at the end of the third quarter. It shows on here, so that's a low-scoring game going to the fourth quarter. They might. It shows 0 time in the third, but yeah, they probably are starting the third. As we keep scrolling down here, Magnolia beating Poteet 14-7 at halftime. I think Hondo and Bandera are tied 7-7 at the half. And Divine getting beat, 42-0 by Llano? I don't remember what the score was. It was not close. We'll come to that here in a minute. I'm just kind of scrolling through all the games that are going on and looking for scores that are, around the area in San Antonio. Dehennis plays tomorrow against Agua Dulce. That's a Saturday game. 34-7 Llano leading Divine. That game's at the half. Bernie High School tied with Hidalgo 7-7 at the half. Yeah, that game's at the Alamo Dome. Poth leading Taft 40-0 in the third quarter. We scroll down. I think is Sabinal in the playoffs this year? They did not make the playoffs, right? Brackett trailing Hearn 28-14 in the second quarter. There's a score. We were talking about them before the game. Dangerfield leading Anderson Shiro 6-0 around with 12 seconds left in the second quarter.
Dangerfield still in 3A now?
I believe so. It doesn't have it on here, or I don't have it in that mode where I can see where they're at. Sinton trailing Port Isabel 17-13 at the half.
Tarpons.
Yeah, Orange Grove back in the playoffs, trailing Rio Hondo 27-0. Another team that Medina Valley used to play a lot, Sweeney Bulldogs trailing Smithville 21-7. Beeville Jones leading Zapata 23-0 at the half. Fredericksburg leading El Campo 14-13 at halftime. Lavernia and La Feria High School tied at 28 in the second quarter. Liberty Hill leading Columbia 16-8.
How about the
Marion is leading Lyford 35-14.
How about the teams that Medina Valley or Brenham would have to play after this?
I'm hoping I come to that. I haven't seen it yet. You got Wimberley leading Poteet 28-14 in the second quarter. Bandera Hondo score still at halftime, 7-7. Was trying to see if I'd come across a Waco La Vega score on here. Team Medina Valley played to start the season. Mercedes leading Alice 10-6. Is that at halftime? Yes. It is at halftime. Judson leading Hayes High School 28-0 at the half. Smithson Valley trailing Lake Travis 14-13 at halftime.
Wow. Go Rangers.
Yep. Madison Mavericks leading Stevens High School 21-7 at halftime. Seguin trailing Hutto 25-5. What an odd score that is in the second quarter. Dripping Springs leading Manor 24-21 at halftime. Brackenridge losing 7-0 to Southwest. Waco La Vega won. Yeah, last night 72-0 over Lake Worth High School. The Frogs. Ooh.
Well, they had frog legs for supper. It sounded like. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
The Pirates had them a few frog legs, I think.
Corpus Christi, Cal Allen leading Ed Couch Elsa 28-0. That could end up being a third round matchup for one of these two teams. The winner of Cal Allen, Ed Couch Elsa, plays the Tivy winner.
And that, to me, Jared, that's probably one of the most surprising scores in our district is the closeness between Kerrville Tivy at halftime, only 21-14.
Yeah, I know you're right. And some scores here that have been final. Brennan High School in San Antonio beat Roosevelt 35-13 last night.
I listened to a little bit of that game on 760.
Austin McCallum, a team Medina Valley's played in the past, lost to Cedar Park 49-10. Harlandale Indians lost to Wagner 62-0.
Thunderbirds are loaded again.
Yeah, Stockdale beat Odom 24-20. And, those are most of the scores from around. Dehennis plays tomorrow night against Agua Dulce. That game is down. I think Dehennis has to travel pretty far for that game. As Medina Valley had to come 3 hours to get to this one. Dehennis' girls lost here in Brenham, the volleyball, 3-0.
And that was to put an end to their season. That was before the regionals started, or was that in regionals? That was the regional finals, semifinals.
And the Brenham High School band playing right now for the crowd here. 8:27 left here at halftime around that on the clock. 21-14 is your score, and what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and take another break real quick, and then we will come back and kind of give you some of the keys to the second half and what we're expecting to see. and what we probably hope to see. You're listening to Panther Football, brought to you by North Park Chevrolet, and we will continue here in just a moment.
This is MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Truck Month is back at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealership, where you'll get upfront posted pricing with no surprise dealer add-ons. Like on the 2020 Colorado Crew Cab V6, posted at $25,995, plus 3.63% financing for 75 months. Or the all-new 2020 Silverado Texas Edition, posted at only $29,999, or lease for just $330 a month with zero down. Plus, get a no-charge spray and bed liner and window tint. With deals like these, it's easy to see why more people are buying from North Park Chevrolet than ever before. Find new roads and experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, a proud member of the Kalig Auto Group, and a J.D. Power 2019 Dealer of Excellence for the customer sales experience. 10 minutes outside Route 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com. Highest rated dealer based on sales volume and customer satisfaction. Call 210-640-3184 for full price details. For J.D. Power 2019 DOE information, visit jdpower.com/DOE.
Headed out to the game? Then make a stop at your local Valley Mart convenience store. With 12 area locations, Valley Mart is always right around the corner. Fuel yourself and your vehicle with quality branded gas and diesel, snacks, and fountain drinks. Always convenient, well lit with clean restrooms. Valley Mart, family owned and operated since 1984, and a proud supporter of Medina Valley athletics and area youth sports for over 30 years.
The University Interscholastic League would like to thank its corporate sponsors. Without the generous support of these sponsors, many UIL activities would not be possible. The UIL gives special thanks to Balfour, Baylor Scott & White, Dairy Max, Dairy Queen, Ford, Fox Sports Southwest, Gatorade, Hellas Construction, Max Preps, the NFHS Network, Nike, Register My Athlete, Spalding, and Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. These generous corporate sponsors support the UIL in all its activities, music, academics, and athletics. The UIL appreciates these sponsors and their participation in all that the UIL does in Texas extracurricular activities. On behalf of the UIL and its corporate sponsors, thank you for supporting UIL activities in your community, and enjoy the game.
Broadcasting for Medina Valley, the state of Texas, America, and
space, a final frontier.
This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back here to Cubs Stadium as Medina Valley trailing 21-14 to Brenham at the half. Neither team's emerged from the locker room yet to do some, warm-ups here, but in all, a pretty good half all around for both teams. But the big one for Medina Valley was that they were stopped on their opening drive on 4th down and 1. Turned the ball over on downs. Brenham went down and scored. The Panthers would answer back. Both times they got down 7 points in that first half. Unfortunately, Brenham was able to score there before the half, and the Panthers weren't able to cap off a drive. Ended up turning that ball over.
By just running out the clock because it was facing a 3rd down and long, and why give them another,
yeah, exactly.
anything to work with.
You're exactly right there, but down 21-14. Brenham's going to get the ball to start the second half. Maury, what is your biggest key to this second half for the Panthers?
Biggest key is to cover the kickoff and not let them have good field position to start. You can't let them have the ball, 50 yards away from another touchdown. You got to make them work. You got to make them go a good distance, and you need to cover up the ball. Special teams, we had said, were a key part, and Medina Valley had been doing a good job. But you've had a few plays where you've lost 20 yards by not fielding a punt. That's hidden yardage that doesn't show up by just calling a fair catch. And then the coverage on the kickoff team has been a little bit lackluster tonight. Medina Valley needs to shore it up a little bit.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Maury.
There's no doubt that the defense is going to come up with some schemes and stuff in the second half, and
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we've seen from Coach Crisp and his staff. Not just halftime adjustments; they make in-game adjustments, but they'll go in at halftime here, and I would expect to see some kind of defensive scheme designed to try to stop Brenham. But you also got to think, what are they doing at halftime to try to offset what the Panthers are going to try to change up?
Well, and all, basically the Panthers have only thrown 2 completions. One of them was for 15 yards. The other one was a 4-yard out. But, they're going to try to stop the run. And Medina Valley was hitting them with the lead run, with the quarterback following the blocker up the middle, running to the right side of the formation. They liable to set up a little bit stronger on that side of the formation and try to stop it. But then you adjust according to that.
And one of the things we saw Medina Valley do good on that right side of the line on offense, Medina Valley opened up some big holes for Gibson to run through and Marsh a couple of times. You like to see them keep opening some of those holes and give them some opportunities to move the ball that way. You soften up that middle a little bit. You can hit them with that pass over the middle of the field like we saw him do with Snyder there, who was open. One of the things we haven't seen Medina Valley do too much in this game, no screen passes. They haven't swung any of them out to the backs out of the backfield, and they haven't thrown any quick hitters. Everything they're trying to move downfield. And, you like to see them run the football, yeah, but I would expect Medina Valley to throw a couple of 7-8-yard pass routes here and try to sit down and get some completions, get some confidence in Marsh, and then try to hit them over the top.
Yeah, you need to soften them up a little bit, get them to where they're not 8-9 green jerseys in that box within 7 yards, 6 yards to the line of scrimmage. And the problem, and it's not a problem with that, the Panthers have enough receivers. They just need to show that they can catch the ball. I know we dropped a couple of key passes last week. Need to shore that up, but just got to come out and play Panther football. The Panthers showed they can hang with this team. You just need to finish.
Yeah. 2 or 3 series, we didn't run that quarterback follow anymore. No, not at all. Jeff's right. They didn't run that quarterback keeper to Marsh, where he just pulled that ball out and just followed the backs into the hole, and didn't do that very much. One of the things, Gibson wasn't in the ball game for some of those, and they did come back in for that last series, but there was only 55 seconds left. So hopefully James can come back in and be effective in this ball game and cause some havoc for the Brenham defense. For both teams fixing to come back out on the field here, and here comes Brenham onto the football field, ready to go. And one of the things I need to do here, I need to read for the Sports Boosters. You can come visit the Medina Valley Athletic Boosters at Old Fashioned Christmas on Friday, December 6th and Saturday, December 7th. MV Gear makes a great gift for sports fans of all sizes and shapes. We will have all of our merchandise available, plus our raffle tickets that make great stocking stuffers. Best of luck to all our Panther teams. So you can go out and support the Athletic Boosters at Old Fashioned Christmas on the 6th and 7th. Always a lot to do there between food and a lot of booths, craft booths, things like that going on there. A lot of things to do at Old Fashioned Christmas. Also need to remind everyone not to miss the UIL Football State Championships on December 18th through 21st at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Tickets are available to purchase now through Ticketmaster. For more information, visit uiltexas.org. As the Panthers come back out on the field here, ready to start the second half, we'll see Sandoval tee it up and ready to boot it away. Now, one of the things that we saw Medina Valley try a little onside kick to start the half against Tivy. I don't expect them to do it here. I think Brennan's ready for that, having probably seen that. But I wouldn't hold anything past Coach Chris. That was a very unexpected call. Don't think he'd do it 2 weeks in a row, but you never know.
Well, you had a couple of the ones that were on that kickoff at Sports for Supper at Sammy's, and they said that just happened when they were going out on the field to start the second half. Coach Herb caught him and said, okay, let's try this. You take this guy off and take him down like you're going to normally go down and field a deep kick, and that opened the hole up.
And that was the thing. They just saw something that they thought they could exploit right there on the spot. And made it happen. So for Brenham, they're going to send number 8, Daylon McCowan, one of their running backs, back deep, along with number 20, Eric Hemphill, and also number 11 back there, Javon Dixon, rather. Pablo Sandoval is going to get ready to boot this away. We'll see what the Panthers want to do kickoff-wise, because they've given up some pretty good field position, a couple of decent returns against the Cubs so far in the ballgame. We're ready to go here. Medina Valley kicking right to left here as we're ready to start the second half. Sandoval will run up. And it's a low kick that's going to bounce, and it didn't touch him, went out of bounds right around the 36-yard line.
And that's where they'll take the ball. +5. You're going to move it out to the 41-yard line.
Jesus, that is not the way they wanted to start that, kicking it straight out of bounds like that. If anything, pop it up to around the 25-yard line or so and give your team time to run up underneath down there and make a tackle right away. But 1st and 10 with good field position here for Brenham, and we'll see if that Panther defense can come up and make a stop. So they'll give 5 yards from the end of the kick. They spotted it at the 36-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line to start this drive.
We just talked at halftime. You cannot let them work on a short field.
And all that was just a low line drive kick that went out of bounds. I think they were trying to get it to bounce in there and just kind of sit down, and unfortunately it didn't happen. They'll come out here out of the shotgun with 4 wide receivers. Weiss out of the gun. Takes the snap. He wants to throw right away under pressure, steps up around it. Now he's going to tuck it down. He gets up to the 45-yard line, picks up 4 yards on the scramble, and he's going to bring up 2nd down and 6.
Hecker and Marty on the stop.
Well, both tackles went flying by.
But they got to put their feet down and make plays.
11:40. Yeah, they went, they're just going past the quarterback there. He just steps up in the pocket and has a lot of room.
Just overran the play.
4 wide receivers here. 2nd down and 6 to go. Takes that snap. Hands the ball off over to the right side. He finds some room across midfield, 45-40, and he's going to be taken out of bounds by Tanner Bippert, but not before he picks up about 15 yards down to the 39-yard line, 1st and 10, Brenham.
Dawson Grove initially on the hit, and then Bippert finishes him off, but
not finishing tackles.
Panthers are getting pressure in the backfield, and they're just running themselves out of the play.
4 wide receivers here, 3 out to the left. McGowan, the lone back, Weiss to throw, swings it over left side to the slot man, gets hit, breaks 1 tackle, but not going to break many. Good play in the open field, no gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
That was a great job by Devin Stubing fighting through the block and didn't enable the receiver to get upfield. Big play by Stubing on that 1st down.
Made a good play that time to hold him. To hold him to no gain. It's 2nd down and 10 upcoming. Out of the gun, takes the snap. Going to hand it up the middle. That's number 11, and a good job that time by the Panthers, only allowing him a 1-yard gain. I think that was number 11, Javon Dixon on the carry.
Marty and Snyder along with Weir on the stop. This is a big 3rd down, Jared.
Yeah, 3rd down and 9 upcoming here.
Got to get your defense off the field.
They need to get down to the 29-yard line for a 1st down as they come to the line of scrimmage. Out of the shotgun, 3 wide. 1 man in the backfield they want to throw. Weiss rolling out to the right under pressure. Now he turns the other way. He's got a lot of room to run. He's going to have a 1st down across the 30, 25, 20, and he's run out of bounds. Just reverse the field, and there's nobody out there to stop him. 1st down for Brenham.
Defensive ends just got sucked into that play. And once he got containment, there was nothing but open field. Big 3rd down conversion. Brennan still on the move.
Yeah, and Brenham out of the – they're going to hand the ball off right up the middle this time, and he's not going to go far. Gets about 3 yards, though, on the carry. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 7.
Snyder and Weir on the stop for Medina Valley.
And they'll come back to the line of scrimmage. 9:44 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Out of the gun, they go with split backs, 3 wide receivers, 2nd down, 7 to go. Takes the snap. Looking to throw, has to roll out, escapes 1 man, still on the move, and he's going to get hit. Ball's on the ground. That's a fumble. It goes out of bounds. That should be a fumble. They're going to talk it over whether it was an incompletion or a fumble.
Got to be a fumble.
No, they're going to rule it grounding probably. No, they're calling it a fumble.
Yep, that's a fumble, and he goes out of bounds at the 21-yard line. That's going to lose him about 6 yards.
J.J. Marty putting on the pressure, hit the quarterback from behind.
And that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 15.
You've got to stop him right here. Got to stop him.
Yep, 3rd down, 15 to go. Actually make it 3rd and 16 here. Out of the shotgun, they come with 4 wide, moving left to right. 2 on each side of the formation, 1 man in the backfield. Takes the snap, Weiss to throw with time. Now he's under pressure, rolling out right side, throws on the run, complete at the 10-yard line. He's going to be short. No, he's out of bounds. They call it incomplete. He was laying on the ground when he made the catch, and I'm guessing he was touching the sideline.
He never
established himself, so he's going to be out of bounds. That's a 4th down and 14 coming up here.
But you had soft coverage. If he stays in bounds, that's a first down.
No. He was at the 10. It would have been 4th down and 2.
Been very close.
Yeah, it'd have been 4th and 2, but nonetheless, you'd have given him an opportunity. So we'll see what they do here on 4th down and 15. They're going to go for it. Out of the gun with 4 wide. 8:56 to go, third quarter. They lead by 7. Out of the gun, takes the snap. Looking to throw. Screen pass. It's complete. Up to the 20, and he's going to get the first down. He's going to be very close. We'll see. No, he's short. They're going to spot him at the 9. He needed the 8. First down, Medina Valley. They bend but don't break. It was very close. But Medina Valley come up with the stop they needed.
They did a little bubble screen there, and we were talking about that. And Medina Valley just tackles him short on the play, Jared. And that's exactly the same part of the field where Medina Valley took the opening drive and turned it over on downs right there by 1 yard. And that was the case right here.
Well, 8:46 to go, and Medina Valley with the ball, down 21-14. Backed up at their own 9-yard line, out of the gun with 4 wide. Takes the snap. Going to keep it. Marsh up the middle, gets across the 10 to about the 12-yard line. And that brings up 2nd down, and looks like 2nd down and 6 upcoming here for the Panthers.
Dane Hauk on the stop for the Cubs.
They bring that play in from the sideline. 8:23 and counting. Split backs here for the Panthers. 3 wide receivers. Takes the snap. Gives it to Pardo up the middle. Gets across the 15 to about the, looks like the 18-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 1.
Good hard run there by Wesley.
3rd down and a yard to go here for the Panthers, and you've got to pick up this first down. You cannot go 3 and out after stopping them inside the 10-yard line on 4th down. Play comes in from the sideline here on 3rd down and 1. Out of the gun with split backs. Gibson out of the ball game. 3 wide receivers. Takes the snap. Marsh keeps it himself, and he's going to get the first down. He's just did get it up to the 20-yard line. First down Medina Valley, though. A hard run by Marsh, and he keeps the drive alive.
Caden Watts on the stop. But Charlie got just enough and 1. Need to get it from the shadow of your own goal line here, Jared. And the Panthers have got 1 first down. Need to string a few together.
7:15 to go. Out of the shotgun. They'll send 3 wide out to the right. Grant Snyder in the slot for the Panthers, I believe. 1 man out to the left. Oh, and Panthers moved, and they call it there. That's going to be a false start against your wide receiver.
Yeah, that was number 11 out there, Tanner Habe.
And that'll move him back 5 yards.
Just flinched before the play, and that's not the right spot on the field to do that.
No, now you're 1st and 15 from the 15.
Backed up against your goal line.
6:53 and counting to go here in the 3rd quarter. Medina Valley trailing 21-14. They have it 1st and 15 from their own 15-yard line. They'll come to the line of scrimmage with 4 wide, 2 on each side of their formation. 1 lone back here for the Panthers. Marsh from the gun takes the snap, looking to throw. Now he's going to set up, fires it. Complete out to Pardo, up to the 25, to the 30, and he's pushed out of bounds, close to a first down. He might have a first down, and he does. A 16-yard gain, first down for the Panthers.
Eric Hempfield on the stop.
Good job there by Marsh to find Pardo by himself over on the sideline, and Pardo with a good run after the catch.
Now Wesley just sat down about 10 yards down the field. 5 yards after the catch for the first down.
Out of the shotgun. They'll come to the line of scrimmage here. 4 wide, trips out to the right. Panthers moving right to left here in the 3rd quarter. They'll send a man in motion. Takes the snap. hands the ball off right side, pushing through the line of scrimmage, and he's going to pick up about 7 yards. Looked like he was going to be stopped initially. That was Bullard on the carry.
That was Triple B, bad boy Bullard running that ball, running hard with some authority.
Yeah, you know, he got hit at the line of scrimmage there. Looked like he was going to get stopped, and he bulls his way up. They give him 8 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 2. So Bullard, the sophomore, running the football for the Panthers. 5:58 and counting here in the third. Medina Valley back to the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 39-yard line. 3 wide. Split backs for the Panthers. Takes the snap. Gives Pardo up across the 40, 45, midfield, across the 45 of Brenham, and taken down around the 41-yard line. Looks like the 42's where they'll spot it. 1st and 10 Panthers.
Keanu Jones on the coverage.
There was a good block on the left side out there. I didn't see who sprung it, but a good block made.
It was one of the wide receivers out here wide.
5:30 to go. And Garza will bring the play in from the sideline. Medina Valley, this drive started on their own 9-yard line. They've got it down to the Brenham 42. They'll send 3 wide out to the right. 1 to the left side of the formation here. They'll send a man in motion. Takes the snap. Marsh going to keep it himself, trying to get to the outside under a lot of pressure, and he's going backwards, going to be dropped for a loss of 5 yards on the play.
And they took his helmet off.
Yeah, and you know, they took his helmet off. They stopped the play.
And now he's going to have to come out of the game for a play.
Clendenin's going to come in for a snap.
Not if it's pulled off, though.
Well, but if it's pulled off, then why ain't it a penalty?
It doesn't have to be.
Well, and yeah, they're saying Marsh has to leave. Yeah, no, Clendenin come into the ball game here for a snap. And it's going to bring up 2nd down and 4, or 2nd down and 14 rather, after the 4-yard loss. That was a thing there. Marsh tried to bounce it outside and get some yards. If he just keeps going up the middle, he's probably got no gain there. They'll send 3 wide receivers and split backs. Takes the snap. Hands it off. Pardo, right side, room to run across the 35, 30, into the open field, into a foot race. He's gone. Touchdown, Wesley Pardo.
No flag.
No flags down on the field. That's a 46-yard touchdown run by Wesley Pardo. A big play. The Panthers need it. And pending a Sandoval extra point, this could be a tie ball game.
And the reason we say no flags is because Wesley has been the unfortunate young man who has had 3 touchdowns taken away from him this year on long runs just that
like
fashion.
That. Yeah, absolutely. They were mostly early in the season, but nonetheless, points taken off the board right here. All the way to the end zone, almost untouched on his way to the end zone for 43 yards, or 46 yards rather. And here's Sandoval to tack on the extra point. High snap, but they get it down. The kick is up, and he drills it through with 4:29 to play in the third quarter. Your new score, Medina Valley 21, Brenham 21. And Medina Valley right in the thick of things here in this ball game. And Sandoval ready to boot it away. And the biggest play of this game so far was the Medina Valley stopping them on 4th down. This drive started at the 9-yard line. They take it 91 yards to tie the game at 21.
And overcame a 2nd and 14 on that play. And Wesley Pardo, once he got into the open area, you saw the burst of speed.
Yeah,
that
he's
he has
quick. He's got a lot of speed
out there.
He hit it going fast.
Yeah, he hit it going fast. That's the thing. Hit that hole hard and get through it in a hurry. Don't give them time to shut you down.
And he just followed the block of Snyder right up the middle, right over that right side of the line.
Some updates from around the district. Kerrville-Tivy leading Eastview 35-27 in the third quarter. Bernie Champion leading Glenn 63-27 in the third quarter. And Lockhart trailing Weiss 17-14 in the fourth quarter.
Some tough games, as is this one.
Yep. All these scores pretty close other than that Champion score. And so Sandoval ready to boot it away. And he will put his foot into it, a high end over end kick, and he's going to boot this one down to about the 6-yard line where it's fielded by Hemphill. And he hits that hole up across the 30, 35, 40 in a foot race down the sideline to the 30, 20, and he's gone. There's a flag down back at the 38-yard line.
2 flags. We're going to get Medina Valley for
offsides,
but we're going to have a play in the middle of the field, and Medina Valley.
Who is 17? Get him off the field. Look at that.
Medina Valley is very lucky right here as the containment broke down again.
And so we're going to get the call from the referee. You got a hold against Brenham. That is a huge play because they returned that for a touchdown. That's points taken off the board right there. And they picked up the other flag, I think, on the offside.
But Medina Valley finally gets
a break
with a flag going their way.
Yeah, because he got through that. There was nobody out there to contain him.
There was untouched.
There was one block out there and no other white jerseys around.
I don't know.
But nonetheless, it's first down and 10, Brenham from their own 27-yard line.
Panthers dodge a huge bullet right there.
You're exactly right, Maury. 4:15 to go in the third quarter.
And we just emphasized how important the coverage is on the kickoffs.
And they get a player in late there now, and 3 wide receivers for Brenham as they move left to right. Weiss out of the gun, takes that snap. Going to hand the ball right up the middle. That's McGowan up to the 30-yard line, picks up 3 yards, and it's going to bring up 2nd and 7.
Weir and Ferguson and Snyder on the stop there for the Panthers. Weird first on the scene there for Medina Valley.
Ball up to the 30, 2nd down and 7 upcoming here for Brenham. Medina Valley needs to get a stop here and get that ball back.
Panthers have never led in this ball game.
No, they've trailed by 7 3 times, and 3 times they've answered the bell to tie it, but they got to get over that hump now. 2nd down, 7 to go. 3:38 to go third quarter. 4 wide here for the Cubs. Takes the snap. Going to hand the ball off here to the right side of the line, looking for some running room, and the Panthers bottle him up. He's going to get 2 yards on the carry, gets it up to the 32, but it's going to be 3rd down and 5 to go.
All 4 defensive linemen get credited for that stop, as that was a good gang tackle. Now, Jared, you have them in 3rd and a long 5.5. Defense needs to get off the field here.
Yeah, they do. You need to hold them here to a 3 and out, especially after having them have points taken off the board. Medina Valley needs to get this. They'll have all that momentum on their side here. 3 minutes to go in the third. Brenham to the line on 3rd down and 5. Out of the gun, they show 4 wide receivers, 3 out to the left. Brenham moving left to right. Weiss takes the snap from the gun. They swing it out of the backfield up to the 30, 35, and he's run out of bounds. It'll depend on the ball spot. He's going to have the first down up to the 40-yard line. Needed 5 yards, and he got 8.
Taylor Weir coming from his linebacker spot.
That was number 11, Javon Dixon, out of the backfield. They swung it to him, and there was nobody there for the Panthers to make that play short of the line to gain, and first down for Brenham at the 40. 21-21 your score. 1st and 10 from the 40. Brenham takes the snap, hands the ball up the middle to Dixon, and he's across the 45, 50 to the other 45 before he's pushed out of bounds by Mangum on the near sideline. But nonetheless, another 17 yards on the carry down to the 39-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Brenham. Right back to the line of scrimmage from the gun. Takes the snap to throw. Weiss swings it in the slot position over there. No holding call on that play, and they get to the outside. It's going to be short of the first down, a pickup of 8 or 9 yards, and it looked like a receiver was getting held. No call there.
Drugged down from behind by Grant Snyder. But Brenham on the move right here.
Yep, 2nd down and 2 to go. 8-yard pickup out of the gun, right back to the line with 3 wide. Out of the gun, takes the snap, gives it to McGowan right side, and he falls forward. He's going to have the first down, needed 2 yards, and got it. 1st and 10 for Brenham from the, looks like the 29-yard line.
Snyder and Tarvin on the stop for Medina Valley. But he got just enough. The ball's going to sit right inside the 30 on the 29.
3 wide receivers here, split backs for Brenham. 1st down and 10. Takes the snap. Weiss gives it right up the middle to McGowan, and he's going to pick up about 7 yards on the carry. Gets it across the 25 to the 23-yard line.
Ferguson and Weir on the stop.
6-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
Alex Medina now in there on the defensive line for the Panthers.
Minute 30 to go here in the third quarter. Out of the gun with split backs again. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Weiss with a lot of time. Now he's going to be under pressure, having to roll out. Gets away from a man. Now he's up to the 30, looking to run it. Makes a man miss. He's going to get positive yardage out of this and a first down up to the 10-yard line. You had him stop 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he ends up picking up 10 yards on the play. It'll be first down and 10 from the 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun, 3 wide receivers. Dixon, the lone back. From the gun, takes a snap, gives to Dixon up the middle. Gets inside the 10-yard line. Picks up 5 yards down to the 9. It'll be second down and 5.
Mangum and Snyder on the stop for Medina Valley.
Under a minute to go in the third. Out of the gun, second down 5, 3 wide here. Takes that snap. Hands the ball off McGowan right side, and he's trying to bull his way toward the end zone, pushing him at the goal line, and he bulls his way in for the touchdown. How about a forward progress stop at some point from the referees? No call. Touchdown, Brenham. He bulls his way in from the 9-yard line. That was McGowan on the carry, and they lead 27-21. And so Mendoza ready to tack on the extra point with 35 seconds to go in the third. Snap is back. Kick is up. And he drills it through. So with 35 seconds left in the third quarter, your new score, Brenham 28, Medina Valley 21. And Brenham has been up 7 points 4 different times now in this ball game. Medina Valley's answered back the first 3 times, and they're going to have to find a way to answer one more time here to get it tied up and somehow get a stop to get the ball. They've, had a chance to get him off the field there and unfortunately couldn't do it. And right now, not a lot of answer for Brennan and Weiss, their quarterback. Medina Valley's got a lot of pressure on him, but he just sidesteps the guy, works his way free, and ends up, what should have been a 10-yard loss is a 10-yard gain.
Did a lot of damage, doing a lot of damage with his feet, extending the plays and making something positive out of something that could be negative. Panthers just, need to shore up on a couple of those open field tackles.
And Mendoza ready to boot it away here for Brenham. You've got Haney, Bippert, and Mangum back deep to receive for the Panthers. Like to see Medina Valley hit them with a return here. And they'll boot it away. A high end-over-end kick to Bippert. Taken at the 5-yard line, starts up to the 10, 15, 20, 25, and he's taken down at the 25-yard line. On that near sideline, and the player that took him down is gingerly getting up on the Brenham sideline, and the Panther offense will come out onto the field here, 1st and 10, ball at the 26-yard line, down 28-21 with 28 seconds to go in the third.
Need to answer one more time here.
Absolutely.
Then get a stop.
Come with split backs. That's Pardo and Bullard. 3 wide receivers. They'll come here with the gun. Out of the gun. Brennan with 8 guys in the box here. Takes that snap. Marsh keeps it right up the middle. Gets up to about the 30-yard line where he's brought down. Just across the 30, gets 4 yards, almost 5, and it'll bring up second down and 6.
Kiana Jones on the stop there for the Cubs.
Well, now they move him forward a little more. They gave him almost a 6-yard gain there. Pretty good spot there across the 30. Second down and a short 5 here, and that will end the third quarter of play. So your score after 3, Brenham 28, Medina Valley 21. You're listening to Panther Football, brought to you by North Park Chevrolet, and we'll continue in just a moment.
This is MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
The Medina Valley Broadcast Network. We lead, they follow. This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back here to Cubs Stadium as we go to the fourth quarter and switch sides of the field. Medina Valley now moving left to right, ball at their own 31-yard line. 2nd down and 5 upcoming here for the Panthers. Marsh out of the gun with 3 wide, split backs, takes the snap, gives up the middle, pushing his way up to about the 34-yard lines where they're going to spot him. He's going to be 2 yards shy. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Pardo trying to get the yardage needed. He was brought down in the middle of the play. We had the numbers at 55, but we do not have the name on that young man.
3rd down, 2 to go. Big 3rd down here for the Panthers. Got to pick this up. 11:31 to go in the ball game. Medina Valley trailing 28-21. Out of the shotgun, split backs, 3 wide receivers for the Panthers. Takes that snap. Goes the option. Here's Pardo to the 35. Can't shake him. He's not going to get it. Doesn't get across the 35. He had to get to the 36. Only got him 1 yard. 4th down and 1 to go.
You got to go for it.
And I think they're going to. They're going to go for it on 4th and 1 here at their own 35-yard line with 10:53 to go. And it looks like they're going to probably, they're going to send in. They're going to punt. They're going to punt and put it in your hands of the defense. Now, I don't really disagree with this because if you don't pick it up, you give it to them right here at the 35-yard line down by 7 points. On the other hand, you haven't stopped them except once in this ball game. And now timeout taken by Medina Valley. I think they want to talk it over.
Yep.
And that's the first timeout taken by the Panthers, brought to you by Peerless Equipment Company. And Medina Valley with 10:31, only had 10 players on the field right there. And you got a 28-21 ball game here late. You're getting into the fourth quarter here. Just started, 10.5 minutes to go. Trailing 28-21, a big decision here for Coach Chris because on one hand, if you don't get it, you give them the ball deep in your own territory. On the other hand, if you give it to them, you run the risk of going down 2 scores. You've only stopped them once in this ball game.
Well, I see the offense coming back on the field, I believe, Jared.
Yeah, I think you're right, Maury, and they're going to go for it here. 4th down and 1. The ball is at the 35-yard line. They got to get to the 36. They'll come out here and huddle up. And the Panthers come to the line of scrimmage with split backs. Out of the shotgun, 3 wide receivers on 4th down, deep in their own territory at the 35. Takes the snap. Marsh keeps it. He's got the 1st down and a little bit more. He got 2 yards when he needed 1. They get him up to the 37, almost the 38-yard line. 1st down, Medina Valley.
Just a basic run there by Marsh. Justin Garza on the stop. But that's just showing your offense, hey, we believe in you. Let's keep going.
And so Medina Valley with 1st down and 10 at their own 38-yard line. They'll come to the line here out of the gun with split backs, 3 wide receivers, 2 out to the left. Ball on the right hash. Marsh takes that snap. Marsh keeps it himself, gets to the 40, across the 40, up to the 42-yard line. Picks up 3 yards. 4 yards on the carry, 2nd down and 6.
Dane Houck on the stop for the Cubs.
Second down, 6 to go here for the Panthers. Out of the shotgun here with 3 wide. Marsh takes the snap. Gives it to Pardo, going around the left side, up to the 45, 50, 1st down, 45-yard line of Brenham before he's run out of bounds. Good pickup there, about 16 yards on the carry by Pardo, and it'll be 1st and 10 Medina Valley.
Caden Watts on the stop, but Pardo got the edge and turned upfield. Panthers in plus territory here.
Ball to the 45-yard line of Brenham. As the Panthers come to the line, one thing we have not seen them do here in this half is throw the football. No, I'm just saying they haven't thrown it all here in the half. You got Bullard and Snyder in there, the two backs. Out of the gun, takes the snap, gives to Snyder up the middle, runs hard up across the 40, and they'll spot him, looks like right at the 40-yard line, a 5-yard pickup, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 5.
44 on the stop there for the Cubs.
6 yards, actually. It'll be 2nd down and 6. They got 3 on the down marker there. They changed it to 2nd down. 8:23 to go, 4th quarter. Pardo checks back into the ball game. He and Bullard are the split backs on either side of Marsh with 3 wide. Takes that snap. Marsh going to keep it, and he's going to get driven back. They'll stop forward progress. You know, it just kind of looked like he hit the hole and then didn't want to hit the hole and bounce it outside. If he keeps going, he might get a few yards. Instead, no gain on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Trey Lahoon on the stop. And Charlie has no jersey left on the right side as it is ripped from underneath the arm all the way down.
7:40 to go, ball game. Ball at the 39 of Brenham. Medina Valley trailing 28-21. Here we go on 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun with 4 wide, 3 to the right. Takes the snap, gives to Bullard up the middle. Gets hit, pushing for yardage. He's short of the 1st down. Gets down to the 37-yard line, picked up 2 yards. It's going to bring up 4th down and 2.
Going to bring up another big 4th down for Medina Valley. 99 in the middle there on that play.
4th down,
Washington
2 to go.
On the stop. Big 4th down, Jared.
Another big 4th down.
Another big one in this possession.
Medina Valley comes out with 3 wide receivers out of the I formation. Pardo dots the I. He's the deep man in the formation. Takes the snap. They pitch it back, and he fell down. Ragosa fell down. They actually snapped it straight to the fullback, who falls down. He had room to run, and he fell down, untouched in the backfield.
They centered that straight to Diego Morales, and he just slipped.
He slipped and fell down.
He'd have
had the 1st down on the outside, and he fell down in the backfield, turnover on downs.
Charlie got under center. He snapped it through his legs to the up man Morales, and he just lost his footing. Now the defense needs to stop.
Has to come up big. Ball at their own 40, Brenham, 1st and 10. They come with split backs. You got to get a stop. 6:47 to go. They hand the ball up the middle. Bounces it outside to the 45, up to midfield. 1st down, Brenham.
Snyder on the tackle.
10 yards on the opening play of the drive.
Your
11
defense
yards.
Has to come up with a stop.
Ball at midfield.
This is where you take chances on defense.
Yeah, you gotta find a way here. They actually moved that ball up to the 48. They had him spotted at midfield and moved it 2 yards farther down the field. 1st and 10. Ball at the Panther 48-yard line. Out of the gun with split backs. 3 wide here. Should see nothing but a run. And they're going to hand the ball off, trying to get outside. Gets to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd and 9.
Tarvin and Snyder on the stop for Medina Valley. Zach Hecker also in there for the Panthers.
That was McCowan on the carry. Gets 1 yard. 2nd down, 9 to go. Ball at the 47. 6:16 and counting to go. Medina Valley with 2 timeouts remaining in the ball game. They trail 28-21. That defense has been your anchor all year. It's got to come up with one right here.
No turnovers in the game.
Out of the shotgun. 3 wide, 1 back. Panthers creep up, takes the snap. Weiss hands the ball right up the middle, and he's going to be close to a 1st down. Down to the 38. I think he's got it, and he does. 1st down.
A 9-yard carry.
On 2nd and 9. And, a field goal here puts them up 2 scores, rather. And they're just eating that clock down now. 5.5 to go. Ball at the Panther 38-yard line. This Panther defense got to come up with a stop. We've been saying that for the last 2 minutes, but it's imperative that they get a stop here and not fall 2 scores behind. Out of the shotgun. 1 back here in the backfield, 3 wide receivers. Takes the snap. Weiss keeps it up the middle, and he gets hit. They're trying to strip it out from him, but he keeps it for 1 yard gain where he's brought down at the 37-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Snyder and Groff on the stop there for Medina Valley. Joe Tarvin actually in there also. Same situation as before, 2nd and 9, and they picked up 9.
Yep, 2nd down, 9 to go here. Ball at the Panther 37.
Britton back in there. He was the young man that carried the mail before for the first down for when they needed 9.
Out of the shotgun here, they come to the line of scrimmage. 3 wide, 1 man in the backfield. Takes the snap. Going to hand the ball off right up the middle, and this time Tarvin grabs a hold of him, and he's only going to get 1 yard on the play. Good job there by Joe Tarvin, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
Tarvin and Ferguson, Weir in there making sure he doesn't get loose.
Big 3rd down here for the Panthers. Got to keep them in 3rd down and long situation. You cannot put them in a 3rd and 1 or 2, or 4th and 1 and 2 rather. Got to keep them here. 4 minutes to go in the ball game and counting. 28-21, the Panthers with 2 timeouts. Here we go on 3rd and 7. Ball at the Panther 36-yard line. Out of the gun, 4 wide receivers, 3 out to the right, 1 lone back. Weiss takes the snap. They're going to run it right up the middle. Bounces through, and he's pushing his way, and he's going to get a 1st down. Needed 7 yards, and he got 7 yards.
Panthers just could not wrap him up. A good hard run there by McCowan. And that was a dagger right there.
Yeah, now 3:30 and counting and a 1st down, and you're going to have to get a stop on 1st down. And then, yeah, you got 2 timeouts remaining. And the big key there is once you start using those timeouts, once they get another 1st down, it's basically game over. Out of the shotgun, 4 wide. Medina Valley trying to come up with something here. Brenham takes the snap, looking to run. They hand it off McCowan, and he goes nowhere. Actually lost a yard on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 11.
Ferguson and Snyder on the stop.
As it stands here, we saw them. They were in field goal range of their kicker. We saw before the game he was kicking them from this distance. 2:45 and counting to go.
They're going to say he got right back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Originally they
had him spotted for a yard loss. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll come to the line. Ball at the 28. Out of the shotgun. 3 wide receivers. Takes the snap. They're going to look to run it, trying to bounce it outside. Good containment by the Panthers. They swarm over him. No gain on the play. 3rd and 10, and now timeout taken by Medina Valley.
Steuben took the legs out of him, and then Snyder and Weir, along with Hecker, finishing him up.
And Medina Valley takes their 2nd timeout. And so now with 2:14 to go, they have 1 timeout remaining.
Big 3rd down coming up, Jared, but this is the down that has hurt Medina Valley on defense.
Yes,
this
it is.
3rd down situation.
They have to
Medina
get this
Valley
stop.
Has not stopped them on 3rd down all night.
Well, and the thing is here is you can't play that bend but don't break mentality because, yeah, they could kick a field goal, but if you give them 4th and 1 or 2, they're going to go for it and try to end the ball game.
And like I said, Medina Valley has not stopped them on 3rd down yet.
Yeah, you're exactly right. 3rd down, 10 to go, and, 1 timeout remaining, but this is the big play right here for the Panthers. Got to come up with this stop.
And they're probably, with the time left on the clock, their field goal kicker was kicking from this far, but if they get 4 or 5 yards here, they're going to go for it.
Oh, yeah, to try to ice
not
this
even
game.
send the kicker out there. It's imperative that you stop them for no gain or minimum gain.
Yeah, this would be a 45-yard attempt from here if they tried one. But you got to get the stop first. So 3rd down, 10 to go.
You got to watch the quarterback. The quarterback's going to take control of this play right here.
He's only man. Nobody in the backfield. Weiss out of the shotgun. Takes that snap, looking to throw. He's going to run it himself up the middle, and he's got through the line. He's going to be close. He pulls free. First down and more. Touchdown, Brenham.
And we just called it. Yep. You have got to account for the quarterback.
And nobody did. 2:04 to go, 34-21.
McCowan Weiss just breaks the Panthers back right here. Just a basic quarterback draw right up the middle.
And you know, he was the only, nobody in the backfield. You had to watch him. You knew they were going to try to run it. They've run it the entire half. They haven't really attempted a pass at all, except for, they haven't thrown one in this half.
Nope.
What yard line were they on?
They were on the 27. And so this extra point here by Mendoza is up and good. So your new score with 2:04 to play in the ball game: Brenham 35, Medina Valley 21. And that's a backbreaker there. You had them in 3rd down and 10 situation, and they run it for a touchdown on a quarterback draw.
They emptied the backfield, and we even said you've got to account for Weiss, and he got the first down and was almost stopped at the 7, but regardless, he broke free with that and then scampered in for the touchdown. But the game was already gone when they let him get the first down because all they had to do was go into victory formation or get close to it, and the ball game was over.
Yeah, because Medina Valley does only have 1 timeout remaining. They have 2 on the scoreboard, but they took one earlier on a 4th down play on that punt, or when they decided to go for it after they sent the punting unit out there. And so Brenham ready to kick it off, and the big one here for the Panthers is you can hope for you need a return here, and then an onside kick. That's their hope right now. And here is Mendoza to boot it away. Mangum, Bippert, and Haney back deep to receive. Kicks it off deep. Haney's going to field it at the 8. Starts upfield to the 15, 20, 25, up to the 30, 32-yard line where he's brought down. Decent return by Haney, but a good job by Brenham just covering that sideline over there. Minute 57 to go, and Medina Valley's going to have to stretch the field out now.
Yeah, you can't dink and dunk here. You got to try to get some chunk plays here. Need to score quick, and then you're going to need to recover an onside kick if you're going to have any chance at all.
Yeah, and one of the things here, we have not seen Medina Valley try to stretch this field out much tonight. Their biggest pass play was a 15-yarder to Snyder over the middle, and another one to Pardo that was a catch and run. 4 wide receivers here for the Panthers. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Fires it quickly. Haney, complete up across the 40, 45, close to midfield. First down. The clock will stop to move the chains as they get it up to the 49-yard line, and Medina Valley right back on the football.
Andrade on the stop for the Cubs.
Out of the gun here, a minute 44 and counting. Takes the snap, Marsh to throw. Sets up, fires over the middle, over the head of Haney, incomplete. If he makes that catch, he's probably short of the first down, and the clock runs minute 37 left, and it's 2nd and 10. Ball at the Panther 49-yard line. They got to go 51 yards and then recover an onside kick and try to go at probably about another 50 yards. Out of the gun, 4 wide receivers here for Medina Valley. Brenham not playing as deep as I thought they would be right now. Looking to throw, fires it over the head of everybody, looking for Haney, incomplete, 3rd down and 10.
And they know he's the favorite target there as they got double coverage on Haney, one underneath and one over the top.
Well, the thing is here now, they're throwing underneath the sticks, and they're going to have to try to stretch this out a little bit. You got to pick up this first down, first of all, to keep going. But Medina Valley's going to have to find something here. They'll send 3 wide out to the left, 1 over here to the right. Snyder in the backfield for the Panthers. Marsh takes the snap, looking to throw. With some time, sets up, fires it deep down the middle. He's got a man out there, makes the catch at the 15-10, and he's brought down 1st and goal. That was Haney, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, that was Haney on the reception. It's 1st and goal, Medina Valley at the, looks like the 7-yard line. Minute 21 to go and counting. Medina Valley back to the line of scrimmage quickly. Split backs. Takes the snap. Gives it to Snyder, going right side across the 5, spins around, and he's going to be brought down, and that eats clock. Now you got to go, a minute 6 to go. 1 timeout remaining, and they do stop the clock. Medina Valley calls timeout. You know, they tried to run it in and catch him off guard there. Snyder does get inside the 5, gets to the 5-yard line, but you have to burn the timeout with a minute 6 to go.
And everything is happening to the right end zone. Everything exciting is happening to the right end zone, and this press box stinks because I can't see it.
Yeah, the way that they've built the wall there, it's not really ideal for a broadcast.
Are you saying ours is better, Maury?
I'm saying anything's better than looking through a wall.
So Maury's having to stand up and kind of look around the wall and get right by the window here with a minute 6 to go.
And I'm breathing so hard that it's fogging up the window, and I can't even see through it.
But the Panthers here, they have 2nd down and goal from the 5-yard line. They trail 35-21.
That's just like when you see a big buck.
And the thing is here, you can't eat a lot of clock up here. You got to get this ball in the end zone quickly because you got to recover an onside kick and leave yourself some time. You're out of timeout.
You can't really run it.
No, you can't. You got to throw the football here so that if an incompletion stops the clock. Out of the gun here with split backs, 3 wide. And you're going to get a timeout, delay a game against the Panthers. No, off timeout taken by Brenham. So Brenham takes the timeout here. That's their first timeout, I believe.
Of this half, yes.
And timeout's brought to you by Peerless Equipment Company. And there's a minute 6 to go. And Medina Valley trailing by 14. They have it 2nd down and goal with a chance to put it in the end zone here. So you got to get it in, kick the onside kick, and you got to recover it.
It's not asking for much.
No. They've recovered 1 onside this year. The only one they've attempted, they've recovered.
Well, they're 1 for 1.
Yeah, and that was last week against Tivy. But the main thing is you got to get this in the end zone.
You got to score first.
You got to score first.
First and foremost.
So they'll come to the line of scrimmage here out of the Brenham timeout. Minute 6 to go. Bullard in the backfield. 3 wide out to the left, 1 to the right side. That's Habe. Takes the snap. Marsh rolling left side, looking to throw under pressure, and he's got to throw it away. Floats it to the end zone. Batted up in the air. It's caught by Medina Valley, I think. That should be a touchdown. They're saying no ruling yet. It was tipped in the air. Touchdown, Medina Valley. I was going to say a Panther player came down with it with 53 seconds to go. I think that was Pardo. That was just a prayer thrown up. It got tipped in the air, and Pardo comes down in the end zone. Touchdown, Medina Valley. Five-yard touchdown pass. Marsh was dead. They were draped all over him 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And here's Sandoval for the extra point. No quit in this Panther team. Kick is up. Not a great kick, but he drills it through nonetheless. So with 53 seconds left, your score, Brenham 35, Medina Valley 28. And now you have the onside kick.
And it's a lot different than it used to be because you can't overload one side or the other, and you can't take a running start. So advantage to the
Brenham, to the Cubs.
To the receiving team.
Well, and the thing is here, the kick, it's got to go 10 yards. And
unless they
touch it first, and what they're looking for here is they're going to kick it along the ground and hope for that big bounce and let someone run underneath it and catch that football. But that's what happened against Tivy. They executed it perfectly, but we'll see how they execute it here in this situation with the game on the line and your season on the line.
What a game.
53 seconds to go, and they do put points on the board, so it's 53.7 on the scoreboard. 35-28 your score, and Pablo Sandoval is going to have to kick an onside here.
There should be no point whatever in football.
No,
you cannot start a play with point something left. I'm sorry. It's 0 or it's 1.
So Medina Valley ready to kick this onside. Ball's teed up at the 40. It's got to travel to midfield before they can touch it, before Medina Valley can touch it. And Pardo ready to go. They're going to kick it from the right to the left side of the field. Pardo puts his leg into it. It's got to bounce. It's got to go. It did go, and Medina Valley gets it. It went 10 yards. Brennan was looking around. The Panthers run under it. First down, Medina Valley with 53 seconds to go at the 47-yard line. You know, Medina Valley.
Wait a minute, they're discussing it, though.
Well, the Panthers ran past the football, but they didn't touch the football. But you can't block either. They're asking if they block somebody away. The referees are talking it over.
This is big.
This is a huge call right here.
Number 17, Mason Vogel, came up with the ball for the Panthers.
And we're going to get a call from the referee here.
And they're showing
they're mic'd up. Hold on. They're mic'd. First down, Medina Valley with 53 seconds to go. They're out of timeouts, but down 7 with the football and a chance to try to tie this ball game.
Whoa, brother. What a play.
Oh, my goodness.
Here we go.
Ball at the 49-yard line of Brenham. They got 49 yards to go in 53 seconds. They cannot stop the clock with a timeout, so you got to get out of bounds or get first down.
Mason Vogel recovered the onside kick for the Panthers.
4 wide here for Medina Valley out of the gun. Marsh oh, no. False start Medina Valley, and they're going to move them back 5 yards. And it's going to be 1st and 15 now for the Panthers, so they'll move back in their own territory.
Well, if you can
back to the 46.
If you can get 50, you can get 54.
53 seconds to go.
First down in high school football stops the clock.
It does, just until they set the ball.
Yep.
Move the chains. Out of the shotgun, Marsh. They'll send trips out to the right, ball on the left hash. Medina Valley with a chance here for their season. Out of the gun, takes that snap, looking to throw. Marsh under pressure, rolling left side. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's going to get the first down and run out of bounds around the 38-yard line. Good play there by Marsh. Picked up yards. 46 seconds left on the clock.
Say he didn't get to the...
Oh, they marked him at the 42-yard line.
He got out of bounds.
Yeah, but he did get out of bounds. That's the key there. 46 seconds left. Take 7 seconds off the clock, and it's 2nd down and 3 here. Ball at the 42-yard line of Brenham. Marsh out of the gun. He's got split backs with 3 wide. Marsh from the gun. Takes the snap. Rolling right. Looking to throw. Sets up under pressure. He gets slung around. Still on his feet. He's going to get sacked at the 45.
My.
You got to get to the line now. Don't mess around.
And it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down. It's the big one. 32 seconds and counting.
A loss of 15.
And they're going to spike it and go to 4th down.
Whoa.
No, you can't spike. That is 4th down. Now it's 4th down. You just spiked it on 3rd down.
Well, then we're even going to get a procedure foul. The one thing you can't do is take a sack there.
Nope. 25.8 to go.
Clock's going to start when they mark off the penalty.
No, because we downed it.
No, they didn't. No. Well, they're talking it over here. What's going to happen?
It's a false start. The line judge over here signaling false start.
Well, they haven't marked it off yet. Nonetheless, the referee hasn't given a.
You had a 3rd down and short.
Here we're going to get an explanation.
They can decline it.
And lose 12. Wow.
So you get a false start against the Panthers. They do it. Offsetting penalty. They're going to repeat 3rd down. There's 25.8. Well, the clock's going to run, and the Panthers come to the line of scrimmage. They're going to put 26 seconds back on the clock. And so the Panthers at the line of scrimmage, so they get a gift here. It's 3rd down and 14. They don't waste the down.
Offsetting penalties, procedure, and illegal substitution on the defense.
We're waiting here. They didn't put 26 seconds on that clock. Now they wind it. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Marsh fires it over the head of Haney on the far sideline. Incomplete. Goes up to 4th down.
They had blanket coverage there on Haney.
They did, and now you've got 4th down and 14. You got to pick up the first down, but you got 20 seconds to go. Medina Valley's got to find a way here. 4th and 14 with empty backfield. You got 5 wide receivers. Snyder's in the slot out to the right. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Steps up, lets it fly down the field, and it's picked off by Brenham at the 30-yard line. He lays down at the 40, and that's going to be the ball game. Clock's still running. Now 9 seconds left, and all they got to do is take a knee. That one never had a chance for a wide receiver, and a Brenham player comes up with the interception on that far sideline, makes the interception, and that's going to be the ball game. Medina Valley with a valiant effort to come back in this game, but they're going to fall short, 35-28.
That was the case of the receiver went in and the ball went out.
And so Brenham will come out on the field here in the
victory formation for
all
the Cubs.
All they got to do is put a knee down with 9 seconds left in the ball game. And they will do just that as they take a knee, and that will run the clock out, and the Brenham Cubs survive a valiant effort from Medina Valley. 35-28 is your final score. Medina Valley falls short in this one to Brenham, the District 13 champions. And your final score, Brenham 35, Medina Valley 28. And with that, we're going to go ahead and take a break, and then we will come back. You are listening to Panther Football, brought to you by North Park Chevrolet, and we will continue here in just a moment.
This is MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Truck Month is back at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community 80 years ago, and for 80 years we've delivered safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to be a part of this community and continue to serve beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, giving back to libraries, hosting safety presentations, and so much more. We belong to this community and are honored to do so. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or at medinaec.org.
Security State Bank, your financial partner since 1925 with one simple goal, to be the best bank possible to the families and businesses of South Texas. Check out Security State Bank's competitive rates and services from local people you know and trust. Serving South Texas with 7 convenient locations, including 1726 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call 830-538-9898 or online at securitystbk.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates, and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Follow us on Twitter at MVBroadNet. This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back here to Cubs Stadium as Medina Valley falls in the first round of the playoffs to Brenham. 35-28 was your final score. It was 21-14 Brenham at the half. Medina Valley came out, stopped them on 4th down deep in their Medina Valley territory on the 9-yard line, and then managed to go the distance of the field, 91 yards, put it in the end zone to make it 21-21. The Panthers would actually get the football back, but wouldn't be able to score and take the lead in this ballgame. And that's the thing. Medina Valley never led in this ballgame. They came back and tied the game up 3 times and just never could get over that hump. And when it came down to it in the end, they couldn't stop Brenham when they needed to. Panthers did have some things go their way. They got down, scored quickly. With a minute left, they recover an onside kick. The farthest they got, though, was to the Brenham 42-yard line, and then everything kind of unraveled, and they weren't able to get it downfield.
Well, and, the Panthers, fought the whole way through, had the ball, with less than a minute left, and, just run out of options there in the passing game, and couldn't find the open receiver. But hats off to Charlie Marsh. He played a tremendous football game. Don't have hardly any of his jersey left, on him. Half to one side is completely gone. But just a good effort by Medina Valley. Never ever gave up, and that's a sign of the discipline that the coaches have inspired in these young men. And I couldn't be any prouder of a bunch of young men than I am tonight.
No, you're exactly right, Maury. And unfortunately, Medina Valley comes out on the losing side of this. But when you look at their season overall, you had a coaching change to start the season, a new regime of coaches. Panthers started this season on 0-2 on the season, then beat Hondo, and at one time were 1-3, and then actually they were 1-4.
1-4,
and they came back, got to a 5-5, or actually got to a 5-4 record. Lost their last 2 games, but you lose to Kerrville-Tyvee, won the district, number 9 team in the state, and then you come lose to Brenham, who is the district champion in their district by 7 points. So when you look at Medina Valley's season as a whole, they started rough, but they gradually got better over the season. They couldn't get over the hump in those games. They had a chance to go ahead against Tyvee. They couldn't get over that hump. They had a chance to go ahead against Brenham. Couldn't get over that hump. And, their season, that's kind of indicative of their season. They lost a couple of games by 1 point, a couple where one play here or there could have turned the face of the game. And I think that the Panthers have something to build on moving into the future.
Absolutely. And, you came out here and you weren't completely healthy. You had a couple of injuries that, you wish you would have had on the field. But the young men that filled in for the injured players did a tremendous job. You played this whole second half without the leading rusher on your team, James Gibson, on the sidelines. You played the whole second half, and you hung with Brenham. You answered them score for score. You scored just as many as they did in the second half. So, you hung with them. You just could not get that defensive stop that we were used to getting all year long in close games like that.
Yeah, and give a lot of credit to Brenham for
Absolutely.
that. They have some big boys. They're athletic. Their quarterback's very good. And defensively, they played a pretty decent ball game. When they needed to, they came up with a big stop on the first drive of the ball game. That, if you think about it, there's 7 points Medina Valley left on the field getting turned away deep in Brenham territory, and then at the end of the game they come up with the interception to seal the victory.
But then Medina Valley turned the tide on Brenham, forced them over deep in when Brenham was getting ready to take the opening half kickoff and go in to score. Medina Valley held them on 4th down, and they lost it by a yard. Medina Valley held them on the 9-yard line. But, it was just a great year. Medina Valley didn't finish like they maybe wanted to on a 2-game losing streak, but the 2 teams that you've lost to are going to do some damage in the playoffs before this season's over with.
Yeah, and we'll get you some of those scores in a minute. One thing I do want to do is we're going to take a break here in just a minute, but I need to read one more thing here from the Medina Valley Ag Boosters. Come on out and join the Panthers for our first annual Medina Valley FFA Ranch Rodeo, a family-friendly evening of rodeo, food, fun, and live music by the Solis Brothers. November 30th at the Hondo Rodeo Arena. Gates open at 4 p.m. For more information, check out the Medina Valley FFA Booster Club on Facebook. So we're going to take one more break, and then we're going to come back to wrap things up for the season. You're listening to Panther Football, brought to you by North Park Chevrolet, and we'll continue in a moment.
This is MVBN, the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Double T Outfitters offers deer, dove, turkey, quail, and exotic hunts in Southwest Texas on over 20,000 low-fenced acres. They facilitate professional guide services, lodging, and fantastic meals while providing the best in Southwest hunting. Contact Double T Outfitters to find out details about their current package hunts. Contact owner Brett Ferguson at 210-413-1597 or online at doublethunting.com.
Truck Month is back at North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealership, where you'll get upfront posted pricing with no surprise dealer add-ons. Like on the 2020 Colorado Crew Cab V6, posted at $25,995, plus 3.63% financing for 75 months. Or the all-new 2020 Silverado Texas Edition, posted at only $29,999, or lease for just $330 a month with zero down. Plus, get a no-charge spray-in bed liner and window tint. With deals like these, it's easy to see why more people are buying from North Park Chevrolet than ever before. Find new roads and experience Chevrolet, the North Parkway, a proud member of the K-Lig Auto Group, and a J.D. Power 2019 Dealer of Excellence for the customer sales experience. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville or at npchevy.com. Highest rated dealer based on sales volume and customer satisfaction. Call 210-640-3184 for full price details. For J.D. Power 2019 DOE information, visit jdpower.com/DOE.
Headed out to the game? Then make a stop at your local Valley Mart convenience store. With 12 area locations, Valley Mart is always right around the corner. Fuel yourself and your vehicle with quality branded gas and diesel, snacks, and fountain drinks. Always convenient, well lit with clean restrooms. Valley Mart, family owned and operated since 1984, and a proud supporter of Medina Valley athletics and area youth sports for over 30 years.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall, or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
The Medina Valley Broadcast Network. We lead, they follow. This is the Medina Valley Broadcast Network.
Welcome back here to Cub Stadium here in Brenham. Medina Valley falls to Brenham 35-28. The Panthers season comes to an end. And some scores from around the area. I just found out Hondo did beat Bandera 21-14. Divine came back. Oh, that's earlier. But some scores around the district to tell you about. Kerrville-Tivy beating Eastview 56-33 with 1:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Bernie Champion beats up on Leander Glenn 70-34 is the final in that game. Lockhart falls to Weiss 24-14, and then Medina Valley falls to Brenham 35-28. So the two teams that lost, they were close ball games.
And the two teams that lost to the top two teams in the district.
Yeah, and then Bernie Champion and Kerrville showing strong for the district there. So, you know, unfortunately for the Panthers, they got that number 4 spot and had to play the top team in the district. We could see why Brenham was the top team in the district. They're a good football team, and we wish the best of luck to them moving on to play either Mercedes or Alice next week. It's a sad loss, though, for the Panthers because they were in this football game the whole time. This was a winnable game for them, and unfortunately they just come up short in the end.
Until the victory formation, 9 seconds left, Medina Valley was one play away from tying this ball game up. And I would have liked to have seen what the outcome would have been if you'd have got within a point, whether the Panthers would have went for the dagger and go for 2, because usually when you're away from home, you go for it. And I would have liked to have seen it, but you know what? Hats off to the seniors who have played their last game, and I want to say that Medina Valley's heading in the right direction with this new coaching regime, and I couldn't be more happy to say I'm a Medina Valley Panther fan.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, Maury, and I want to recognize some of those seniors: Dawson Grove, Mason Doyen, Tanner Bippert, Charlie Marsh, Devin Stubing, Braden Haney, Pablo Sandoval, Taylor Weir, Grant Snyder, Wesley Pardo, Diego Morales, Aaron Ledesma, Ethan Rodriguez, Dominic Jones, James Gibson, Zeke Villafain, Ozzie Rivas, Eric Klessel, Jaron Ramirez, Hunter Sanchez, Trace Ferguson, Spencer Payne, Gio Villafain, Mitchell Cox, Zach Hecker, Declan Bryant, Zachary Lawyer, Matt Reyes, Moses Cortez, Paul Zertucci, Matt Garces, Garrison Garza, Peyton Salzman, Justin Love, and Andres Oliveras.
A lot of
seniors moving on and they're going to have a lot of underclassmen. You're going to have some seniors next year, but a lot of underclassmen going to be coming up for the Panthers.
Well, you had a lot of them that played this year as sophomores that got a good year under their belt. So Panthers are going to lose some key players. You got some big key players coming back. You have a good JV team that only lost one game in the district play. So Panthers' outlook looks really great. You know, there's nothing to hold your head about. The Panthers fought till the very end. And you know what? We saw a game like we said we were going to game. You know, the 31-point spread, we didn't even believe that was even, feasible. But, the Panthers, Jared, they left it all out on the field.
Yeah, they did.
You couldn't be more prouder of a bunch of young men who never quit.
You're exactly right. They got down by 2 scores with 2 minutes left in the ball game. They fought back the entire time and got their possession on the onside kick to give them a chance. And that's all you can ask for, is to give yourself a chance to win the ball game, and they did that. They unfortunately just couldn't get over the hump. I do want to say good luck to all the seniors as they move on to whatever they go and do in life. Good luck to all of you, and it's been a pleasure getting to call y'all's football games over the last couple of seasons here at Medina Valley.
Proud to be a Panther.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to tell everyone that we won't be having our show next week, but I'd like to remind everyone we need to pick a player of the game, and I think that for that player of the game, we almost have to pick Charlie Marsh for the player of the game, because he played an outstanding game, ran the ball very hard, came up with some key throws when he needed to, just played an all-around good game. Threw one interception, but that was on the last play of the game when he had to throw it up on 4th down. And Wesley Pardo also you could give player of the game to for the way that he ran the football, especially in the absence of James Gibson. He ran the ball very well, and he had a 46-yard touchdown run.
I tell you what, why don't we just give it to the whole senior class?
The whole senior class.
Been playing hard all year.
That's exactly right. I like that idea. To the whole senior class who played for Medina Valley all season.
And that's sponsored by?
The player of the game is sponsored by Medina Electric. And this post-game show has been brought to you by Security State Bank. And, thank all the sponsors for making it possible to bring you these games all season on the Medina Valley Broadcast Network. It's been a pleasure for all of us to do these games for you. And I'd like to remind everyone that we will be on during basketball season, probably more so when district starts. But we will be bringing you some of those games on the Medina Valley Broadcast Network. You can stay tuned to our Facebook page, Twitter, and all that, and we'll let you know when those games are going to be and when we'll be broadcasting.
And if you are interested in sponsoring any of the Medina Valley sports basketball or baseball or softball, which is upcoming, contact Jeff Stivers at 830-931-4504.
From Brenham, Texas, your final score tonight, Brenham 35, Medina Valley 28. This is Jared Lucky thanking everyone for joining us here this season and tonight. For Maury and Jeff, I'm Jared Lucky saying good night, God bless, and we will see you next year when Panther football continues.